oh, then gets empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let go of the rules, cause there's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling it? Push me, are you in it? Don't see what you're seeing, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, fuck with it, flow with it, please let it go. Oh no, think I did it again. I said a few things that I shouldn't have done. Well, bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. Now come alive with me and quit the jealousy. I know you're bored, I know it's boring me. Now come alive, baby, get out the grave and live. I know you're bored. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. How sad. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken up, babe. How sad.
Oh darling, if I had bought you flowers, would you still be here by my side? Yeah, I thought this moment could be ours, while I'm walking lonely through the night. You can break my bones, break all the promises, but leave me alone. Don't break my heart, you should fucking stay with him. You should fucking stay with him. Darling, if I had bought you flowers, what if you stayed at home the night? Yeah, I've been lonely counting hours while I'm getting blinded by the light. You can break can stay with him. Just to fucking stay with him. Break my bones. Break all the promises, but leave me alone. Don't break my heart.
This broadcast is brought to you by Blink Entertainment LLP. Quality content in a blink.
Welcome back, everybody, to yet another day of our 2023 CSGO Pro League presented by Blink Entertainment. Once again, my name is Seymour, joined by Time to Light, and we have our last days of groups upon us. Time to Light, could it be more excited to see who's going to advance to being inside of our Legend stage?
No, me neither, and especially in this matchup. Our first one, at least what we're starting with, is LOT Gaming versus Wasted Potential. These two teams are right next to each other in our leaderboard. Each of them 2-1 through a closed play. They're looking really good, but they are still at some level of risk. This is the last day of group play. If either of these teams lose and Marcos wins later, Marcos will take that fourth spot to go to playoffs on Saturday.
It's interesting. It's very interesting how both of these groups have been shaping up. We can take a look at our qualified teams and kind of walk through, I guess, what we have upon us when it comes to, I guess, our standings, when it comes to who has already been qualified, who's already been knocked out. I think we'll start with the knockout teams. ROG Academy, yesterday, they fell to God's Reign. We got to watch that happen on Overpass, and they kind of got smoked on that map too. They finish off their group 0-3, so we will not be seeing them advance. At the same time, Random 5, they disbanded going into yesterday, so they were forced into an automatic loss. Another 0-3 standing for themselves to just miss out, I'd say, on moving forward as well. Original Gangsters, 1 win, 2 losses. So right now, with how things are shaping up as well, that seems like it is also out of contention for moving forward. I think we're looking today to figure out who, like you said, those last couple teams are, because Firedup Gaming, Marcos Gaming, 2-2 in their own standings. Matchup against each other later today. Wasted Potential and LOT Gaming, 1-1 matched up against each other. So that's going to separate our top side from our bottom side and qualify. We can look at it here. Wasted Potential on the left, Legends of Tomorrow on the right.
I'm excited to see this matchup. I don't like beating around the bush. This is another game that will not be played on Inferno. I won't leak the map just yet, but Colin, you and I have had a decent bit of consistent luck on not having to cast Inferno. It is really nice. I love Inferno, just not for every single game in a group stage. And these teams need to decide how they want to play our upcoming map. Actually, just for the sake of getting it out of the way, let's take a look at our map vetoes and our singular map pick. Figure out where we're headed, and more importantly, where we're not. First, a look at our prize pool. Again, reminder, this is about 1,200 rupees overall, or $1,200 is 100,000 rupees. Winner gets about just shy of $500. Second place gets $350. Third and fourth get somewhere in the neighborhood of $180 US for all of you who do not have the rupees to USD conversion in your back pocket. There it is. Now, let's take a look at our map bins. to see where we're headed for our only game, well, my only game of the day. It is not Inferno, like I said. Overpass for the second day in a row.
Yeah, LOT Gaming gonna be the one to burn out or ban out that Inferno. I guess burn out the Inferno too. So Overpass is the decider yet again. When we think back to yesterday, what we saw on stream, we got to see Overpass between God's Reign and ROG Academy. God's Reign looked fantastic on their CT side, only giving up, I think, 2 rounds at the end of the half. So it was definitely a one-sided affair, to say the least. Going into today, I hope that both of these teams have really brushed up on their Overpass playstyle, especially for that T side, which has been quite the trouble for teams so far throughout this league. It's going to be interesting how both these teams handle it, because I'm a big fan of Overpass, but it is a tricky map to get your, reins on.
Speaking of reigns, we can also talk about the 2 teams that have already qualified for our final day of play. Importantly enough, Firedup Gaming and God's Reign are up there at the higher levels. They are already qualified. They are number 1 and number 2, respectively, as of right now. Wasted Potential, LLT Gaming, and Marcos Esports all have a shot at picking up that 3rd and 4th spot, with Original Gangsters just being on the outside. It would require a miracle of a tiebreaker for them to make it. It is still mathematically possible, but not entirely likely. So for all of you Original Gangsters fans, not only will you have to wait till our second game to figure that one out, we also have to hope that this first one goes your way in terms of tiebreakers as well. I'll get into the stats if they become pertinent later on in this first match.
Yeah, but considering that we move from our group stage into our legend stage with, I think, the top 2 teams from each bracket pushing forward, Firedup Gaming and Marcos Gaming should already have everything locked in inside of Group A. It's kind of deciding who's going to be that first and who's going to be the second coming out of that group. Whereas right now, I think Wasted Potential and LT Gaming, that's the one that we're looking at to fight for that second place spot. I think for Group A, everything is already set in stone. So unfortunately for Original Gangsters fans, I don't think there is actually a chance for that team to move out of that group stage. But there is a chance for our fans to win something. Time to Light. Why don't you run us through the giveaway that's going on?
Yeah, our community partner Clan has their mobile app still up and running, and they are still running a 2.5 million Clan coin giveaway worth about 200,000 rupees or $2,500 for all of you, again, who need the conversion. You basically enter yourself for free if you go into our YouTube comments and comment what team that you're supporting of our top 8, and then a hashtag with your clan username right after. It enters you in to win your share of 2.5 million clan coins. And while we're talking about it, a massive shout out to all of our sponsors, partners, and those presenting this event. Blink Entertainment are those bringing you the CSGO Pro League, with our media partner being AFK Gaming, radio partner MyFM, our community partner Clan, who are running giveaways throughout the entirety of this event, streaming partner GeoGames Watch, and Glance, our smart lock screen partner, making sure that you get all the angles, and then we get to bring you this entire event in both Hindi and English as well. For all of my Hindi speakers who would rather watch the stream in Hindi, we also have that running on the YouTube channel, so go over to the live tab, click on Hindi, or if you want to listen to our amazing voices, you're more than welcome to stick around here as well.
Or maybe you want to watch both at the same time, because
that would be really confusing.
Kind of chaotic like that. Some people are just kind of chaotic, and that's okay. People want to watch 2 streams at the same time. But yeah, big shout out to our sponsors. Big shout out to the prize pool and the giveaways going on. It's a good chunk of change that a lot of people could be walking away from these streams with. So heading into, as soon as we get this match ready up, everybody, we will be heading into Overpass. And if you've missed the past couple of days, it is a best of 1, so it's Overpass, and that's all we're going to be getting for this first best of 1. Later on today, matchup that you definitely don't want to miss, Firedup Gaming versus Marcos. Both those teams looking to top our Group A. Another best of 1 in that own right, but both those teams should. I say should with, I'd say, I'm like walking on a tightrope here when I say the word should, because we have yet to see a close game throughout this group stage. And I'm thinking that if any game is going to take us the distance, it has to be Firedup versus Marcos Gaming here in the group stages. If not, I'm looking forward to when that number 1 team plays the number 2 team and end up meeting each other. does look like we have our game ready to go on Overpass. Time to light. We have our pistols locked in, our teams matched up. Let's get this thing going. I think it's Nike Zera is actually going to be a substitute for Wasted Potential going into today. So going to see how he's going to shape up with this team over the course of the next 30 or so rounds. It'll be a fun one for sure. I'm not sure if Time to Light is with us anymore or not, or what's going on, but you guys still have me, and we still have this round in 2 versus 3 LOT. Looking to rotate their way back over towards this A side, or this B side. WD is going to get the better of Nox, so that is still going to keep at least an even hold for a little bit, heading in towards the site. Now just down to Craze. Bomb getting planted. Yellow Flash looking to cut this distance right away. Off the Flash. Right into the mix, and a lovely pistol round coming out from Wasted Potential, winning out the pistols, starting off strong here on Overpass. And exactly what you're looking for team pulling into a substitute, or pulling a substitute into this matchup to start off our day. And the thing that I did want to highlight for this Wasted Potential team is we did see them on stream a couple days ago back on Sunday playing up against God's Reign, and they went to Inferno against God's Reign. They wanted to dance with the devil. And they kept it close too heading into that first half, but that second half, as soon as they swapped over to their T side, they just couldn't get anything going. And I think that is where we really saw a struggle for Wasted Potential, was on that T side of the map. So I'm looking at them to make this a very convincing CT side, and hopefully, like I said earlier, leading into this, brush up on their T side Overpass. For the later ends, nice flash out there from Suxi. Takes out Nox with the answer back from Wasted Potential. A little bit better with those FAMASes. AK in the hand of R2B2. This buy-up is quite interesting from LOT. They kept it close. They got that bomb plant, so they were able to muster up a couple of rifles. Other than that, kills not so much in their favor, as they are still hovering in and around this B site, pushing through Monster. There is a crossfire from Yellow Flash and Nike Zera. Going back into this with the M4s, they're able to clean up, give that AK over to Yellow Flash, and maybe not a round you were hoping for there from LOT Gaming with the force up now. They're going to be stuck on those pistols, see what they can upgrade to. Tech 9s, P250, a Deagle on Suxi. Nike Zero's going to be already in party. Velocity here for damage control. Nice check there from R2B2, and Nike Zero actually ends up going 1 for 1. So for the moment, there's going to be a small little advantage to LOT. Best of armor here. Evil Prince ready for the attack, but nothing going for Wasted Potential. I mean, we've seen it how many times over the course of the past couple days. These eco rounds for these SEA teams have been unbelievable. And they're leading the charge with the Tech 9, R2B2, and Craze. Head into those gunfights, maybe at a little bit of a disadvantage, but as long as they're clicking on the heads, it's going to go your way. And Nike Zera, only player for Wasted Potential to find a kill into this round. This is a huge one to pick up if you're LOT Gaming. I don't even know what to say for this, too, because Yellow Flash isn't going to be able to take this rifle into the next round. So that's going to kind of force Wasted Potential into, you know, thinking what goes on for the next couple of rounds, because you lose out on your anti-eco The pistols reign true for LOT Gaming yet again. Now, going forward into rounds like that in the future, you have to kind of condition yourself to maybe either play a little bit more passive or play a little bit more aggressive with numbers. Make sure you're there to trade each other out instead of taking those individual gunfights, because I don't know how many times we've seen eco rounds go the way of some team here inside of this league, but it seems to be one too many. I think actually we have Time to Light coming back into this one, so pretty soon. Pretty soon we're gonna have our second caster back and ready to go. But we're heading into round number 4. Evil Prince has that scout brought up. A little bit damage from velocity onto WD, but not enough to muster yourself up a kill. Maybe soften up some of these players. 3 stack over towards B for wasted potential. 1 player stuck over towards A. That is Evil Prince with the scout. Gonna get that information. Takes the shot again. Just a leg onto Craze. A small little tag. Hoping to give a little bit extra to these players stuck on site. The Molly's burning Nox alive. While he's doing that, he's gonna find the better of Craze. So, at least one gonna be dropped for LOT Gaming. But bomb's going down. Know where all the information is onto the rest of these players. And it seems like wasted potential. They don't want to head into this one. They want to keep the armor for the future rounds, but they have to worry about these players ready to hunt them down.
I'm back, by the way. Apologies for that one.
Oh,
PC decided to
welcome
blue screen.
back.
This is a PSA to everybody. If you don't have a mounting bracket for your CPU cooler, well, for starters, clear your corners.
Oh no! Oh no!
No, no.
I mean, you can do 2 things there. You can let him pass, or you can take the shot. But if you're gonna take the shot, you better hit it.
Oh no! And yellow flash. This is the fight too. That's an unfortunate end of the round for wasted potential. Yeah, the PSA. If you don't have a mounting bracket for your CPU cooler, don't try and use the computer, because when you do anything labor intensive, it's gonna go up to 100 degrees Celsius and then blue screen to turn off and save the CPU. Yeah, I just switched to the other PC. This is the one I've been using for the last couple of days. So.
Oh yeah.
All is right in the world. I just have a different camera that looks.
You want a recap of what you missed?
Sure.
Well, round number 1 was about 2 players staying alive at the pistol for wasted potential. They have a pretty easy second round 2. LOT tried to force up onto an AK because they got bombed down in the first. They kind of got smoked, and then back into an eco round. The Tech 9s just are unbelievable yet again for another SEA team here in the league. So that brings us to 2-2 because of it.
Oh!
And here we go. Another round where maybe you got to think these pistols playing for exits could do some pretty serious damage.
So now we can't see the chat at the bottom left of the screen, but no matter whether you have the chat on or off, you can hear it go off. It's a little tick that you hear in your ear. I guarantee you WD just put my shot in chat, because that was an insane one. Oh,
no.
And Nox gets the knife. He was sitting at the top of a ladder. You know, wasted potential lose that round, but they take away 2 guns. One of them was a MAC-10, albeit. But they also get $1,500 from a knife. So, all things considered, a decent close to the round, and off the back of it, they were actually able to buy up an off because of that knife.
Okay, so Evil Prince had the scout back over towards A and a couple rounds ago. See where he's going to go. We're going to get aggressive over towards Fountain, but it doesn't seem like this is where the heavy traffic is. A couple players going to peek up, and as soon as they do, I think the bell's going to get wrong. Yeah, 1 for 1. Nice shot from R2B2. But that op down, and it doesn't seem like wasted potential really are keen on recovering it.
Pixel walk. Craze is up. There's the jump.
He saw somebody.
I don't know if he's been seen. He has been seen. He saw both players, but he ended up being seen as well by Nexera. So no missed opportunity on that one. So a little bit more patient here for LOT Gaming. And losing to the game is not the greatest, because Craze in the last week has been a decent entry for the team. Albeit R2B2 is joining them in that fray. Yellow Flash is Flash themselves. Goes 1 for 1, but Nox is there for support. has damage onto R2B2 as well, but will still lose the follow-up fight. A return shot from Nightzera, though, still occupying water, leaves R2B2 in a 1 versus 2. Certainly possible, sure, but the problem is you have to clear Nightzera from the back corner of water and divulge where Velocity is. He can't even win the first fight. He does a decent bit of damage, but close only matters in horseshoes and hand grenades. And LOT Gaming close, but not quite, as it's tied up once more.
Yeah, sometimes we play with hand grenades here in CSGO, but never horseshoes. So, close isn't good enough. It's not going to cut it so far. But Wasted Potential with the rifles back in their hands. I mean, they start off with Evil Prince and that AWP. 1-for-1 trade. Not able to recover that AWP, so Evil Prince going to have to settle for a FAMAS now. Other than that, I'm surprised OLT decided to go back into B after Craze jumps up and spots 2 players. Knowing you got that player down Fountain, you should have a little bit of an understanding that you could still prolong this rotation back over towards A and maybe weed out a couple more kills. But, you know, so headstrong back into that B site, right through Monster. I just don't think it's the right call. I think there's more to work with than just that. But we have the AWP in the hand of WD going into this round, as it looks like it is heading into the bathrooms where there is a presence from Evil Prince and Velocity.
A difficult one, though, because Evil Prince is just tucked in the ninja corner. A lot of times this does not go cleared unless Evil Prince takes a proactive gunfight prior. Already 2 kills on the other side of the map as well, and it seems like B is the call, and correctly so. Velocity exposing himself over towards that main side, but nobody else exposing themselves on either side of this map. LOT Gaming have to divulge where the remaining 5 players are because they've just backed away. Played a very complex game of hide-and-go-seek, and
this round's over.
as of right now, they look pretty good at it.
I mean, there's no way back into this round so far for LOT Gaming. Again, it's just, what's the game plan for the team? Because the bomb's all the way back in your spawn. You are struggling to, I guess, use utility to make Wasted Potential uncomfortable, and dry peeking through a lot of these chokeholds into crossfires is not going to go your way any day of the week. And on top of that, they're struggling to win their individual fights as well. Craze has found his way over towards A, but with 6 seconds left, he can't even expect to get this bomb planted in time. So just going to have to do a little bit of damage to the rest of the team. Maybe the economy going forward. So you might get the round lost, but you do take a couple of those rifles out of the hands of Wasted Potential. So it's the small wins that you're looking for, I guess, for LOT Gaming. But going forward, I'd like to see them at least show a little bit more proactivity with taking this site together rather than looking for a kill and hoping that it goes your way.
My vote is just hold W. You got R2B2 and a Tech 9. Somebody go with him. Everybody hold W. Play the refrag game. Basically just bait your teammates because it is a Tech 9. That is what happens. They just bait R2B2, and then nobody's there to find a refrag. So Evil Prince finds not a free kill by any means. He's on 2 health. But a kill nonetheless, and is not contested. He now has all of Connector and is getting aggressive. I love this call. Pick a direction, go towards it, and find a free player. He's not going to find the knife, because unfortunately for him, WD did turn. But he does find a follow-up kill, and an op again.
AWP, yeah.
On 2 HP, having that op is pretty important.
I feel like that's just a fallen angel right there for himself. The early clear from Suxi over towards B was good. Now it's going to be Craze to do the heavy lifting. Evil Prince, that op is going to be rotating all the way through Playground yet again. Velocity is going to put that one to rest. And another interesting round from LOT Gaming. Just, you know, things go their way off the start. You know, you get Evil Prince so low, but they don't re-clear into tunnels. They don't watch their back in case, you know, he does opt to get aggressive like that. Like, who would make a play like that? Evil Prince getting very bold in that sense. At the same time, they get that kill over towards B. Suxi through Monster does a fantastic job working together with his teammate to flash out that player. They disengage for the moment, and they opt to go back in. I mean, with knowing there's at least one player in the tunnels, re-clear it and start taking space over towards A. Make Wasted Potential move around the map because they are early rounds. They're just not capitalizing off of it.
Interesting aspect as well here for LO2 Gaming is a back-to-back save for just Mishu, or just R2B2. Everybody else will have to save for the first time here, and Mishu's now dead, so he's saving time in the round. Praise, even while nearly flash, wins that fight. Swing from top con, R2B2, the Tech-9 Demon, able to find that return frag. This is a 3v3. There are 2 rifles picked up, including an AWP. The AK's already all the way up main, just to be dropped down by Yellow Flash's scout. Granted, this will be a difficult round. This will be an even more difficult round, but the bomb is in their control. A 1v3 is certainly possible with some level of armor, and I think more importantly, you have an AWP in your hand. But do you clear Nox? That's the real question.
It is.
No way.
Do you clear Nox? Nox is getting some horrible timing there. Suxi, though, doesn't hit the shot. 14 HP. The Deago's going to clean up, but here is Nox to finish the job. And, man, I don't know what it is, but these players just need to stop, take a breath of fresh air, and start playing together a little bit more for LOT, because there's so many winnable rounds, TTL. Even there, just R2B2 collects that AK, and he just does not stop moving forward and gets a little too ahead of the play. LOT, they need to figure out how they want to play this game, because so far, working as individuals has not gone their way for the past 3 rounds.
Question still remains as well for LOT Gaming is how they're going to try and change up their playstyle. Obviously, having better weaponry is going to help them here, but the difficult aspect for it is adjusting around your better utility and better weaponry. Evil Prince is going to play on this crossfire with some help from Velocity in that bathroom corner. R2B2 will not be able to clear that as cleanly as they'd like because of that. Like, looking up, but as soon as they do so, Suxi just turns around and clotheslines them from the heavens, sends them straight down to hell. And LOT Gaming find an opening pick and a decent bit of information, and make it a second as well. That's the op gone, but Velocity's still here. Oh, no timing, Velocity! He could have had 2 there, but turns away from the one he should have picked up.
But look at that. I mean, that is the adaptations that I was looking for from LOT. Crossing their T's, dotting their I's. I mean, they know that wasted potential have been doubling up towards bathrooms, so they have an idea that there's going to be Velocity in there as well. It's a heads-up play from R2B2 yet again to kind of put this round in your favor. And you can see with Yellow Flash on 20 health, there's no way wasted potential want to look back into this one.
Say what you can. That's the call for them, and understandably so. Yellow Flash will run for the hills, or the T-spawn, whichever one you prefer to call it. Everybody will stay alive. Usually everybody was alive when the bomb was planted, but again, weird position for LOT Gaming. That one was mainly around clearing themselves forward. And yeah, waste potential gave them the opportunity to do so, but they earned that. Now, does it happen again? Do they find that consistency? Are they able to pick up back-to-back rounds? Because they're up against a team who's still able to have a decent-ish investment. 3 M4s, 2 of them saved from the previous round, a FAMAS, and a 5-7 for Velocity himself. And it seems like a little bit more of a stack towards the A side. They're wanting to play aggressive, and understandably so. Velocity only has that 5-7. Aggression kind of helps you here. But do you properly clear as you need to in the earlier stages of this round?
Should have heard the ticket damage there onto Velocity with that Molotov. Understanding that maybe there's a player down into lower tunnels. Now the door's going to be open. Velocity a chance to escape, but now you got to worry about Mike Zera sitting over towards Party. Velocity is actually going to get caught down low. Mike Zera's going to be able to peek out. Swing from WT, able to snap onto that head, but 2 for 2 trade. Still trading out are both teams. R2B2 now exiting over towards water. Very disconnected with Suxi at the moment, and Nox an iron wall controlling monster. R2B2 in a 1 versus 1.
The question is, where does he go? He could still go B here. He's picked up the AK instead of still going with the op. I like the decision in the 1v1. It gives you a lot more room for error without limiting yourself to just a single shot. Both players are going to swing monster at the same exact time, and that's exactly what happens. That op would have only given you 1 opportunity before a nearly certain second shot would have landed. Instead, he finds the headshot he was looking for. The AK will close out the round, and R2B2, a nice 1v2. The first with the op, the second with the AK, and the round for LOT.
Wow, what a play from R2B2. Having himself a game, might I add. 14-5, leading in frags throughout the whole server. By quite the margin, too. 4 kills over Evil Prince. Has been the difference maker for LOT. Now they've cut that lead down to 1. So we sit 5-6. A gamble from Wasted Potential over towards Fountain, but nobody's going to be home. Oh, Nox, he's got his hands full with just a deagle. Oh, if he got that second one.
Wait, there's a flank watch. Wait a second. Look out for Mishu. He's sitting in the corner. He still hits headshot. Mishu's on 11 HP, and he has 5 bullets in the AK. He's about to be triple swung. He only finds 1 kill in that endeavor, and gives over an AK for it. WD now the one tasked with holding this flank. 2 players on it. One of them almost certainly going to save the AK. That's Yellow Flash just running for the hills. This is still a situation where LO2 Gaming do not have the greatest of economies. If Evil Prince finds 1, maybe even 2 here, this is an opportunity to bring a decent bit of this half back, but it is only 1 kill. Do they clear Velocity, though? That's the next question. Velocity swings from Connector, finds the kill, does not have armor, so he will have to tuck away and hope that AK doesn't bounce too far. He does so, and then goes to recover the AK, of which he's successful in doing. Wasted Potential had a very good post-plant for a round they were not looking to win.
I just cannot believe how many times players have gotten away with this throughout this entire league. The past week has been such a roller coaster of emotions when it comes to eco rounds. You can never count them out when it comes down to it. So, you know, all in all, when it comes down to trading that rounds, you give away the 6 to the LOT, and you get these rifles, you get those AKs. Now, heading through Monster, it's all cast through it. And in turn, 3 players get sprayed down, make it 4. Nox gonna finish off that 4th one. Yellow Flash collects a 4K through Monster. I have no idea what LOT were cooking there.
You know, I'm well aware the telegraph had fallen out of widespread use in the 20th century, but that was a telegraphed play from LOT Gaming. When you have a player spraying through the cardboard that's just sitting on short, and everybody else is just volleying flashes over top of Monster with a smoke in front of it, you're going to be rushing that. And everybody knows it. X-ray vision or not, of course we have X-ray vision, so we obviously know it. But even Wasted Potential, with all the information that they had, could have told you a day earlier that that was being rushed by LOT Gaming. And obviously it ends up not working. I think only a single player made it out of that smoke, fully with vision. That's how wild and quick that round was.
Well, easy bounce back there for Wasted Potential to give back their lead. Velocity tucked away with the AK, not this time, Deagle. Elsewhere, lots of damage done to LOT players. WD down to 69, Suxi 22. As soon as they will have to make a play for this site, you can imagine it is just going to be these rifles cutting down the players. A lot more passive from Wasted Potential. Not trying to give up anything for free. And they end up losing a rifle for sure. Not expecting that second player to be there. But you know what? You can give away 1.
This is a very weird defensive setup though for Wasted Potential. Sure, they have the weapon advantage, and down goes R2B2. Suxi had a very long and drawn-out flank towards the long itself, and Velocity was just patiently waiting in the corner of long for it. He finds his 5th kill of the game, and Wasted Potential do indeed put up an 8th, an unsurprising one into the last round of the half, but LOT Gaming, I don't think they got what they needed. They were looking for a bomb plant there. If they got it, it would have been a much better buy here. Because they didn't, you're looking at now 4 Galils and an AK. Everybody has head armor, but not everybody has the utility they want. They have 5 smokes and 5 flashes between all 5 players.
Well, Brent's going to get aggressive off the AWP yet again. Here's Fountain. Doesn't hit the shot. WD's going to be close. Not going to be able to find that player, though. And Velocity gets crazed. Where was that out? That's all the way from long. So, literally, quite literally getting away with murder. And LOT Gaming have been completely shut out to this offensive presence. Now it's just Galils. What do you do?
Cry. Find a corner and cry. I think this game's
Double
over.
up setup.
At least the round's over.
Yeah.
The only opportunity they have to bring this back, oh, and no, Evil Prince is just waiting here. There's no way you clear this, right? No, you're going to slowly peek the corner, and Mishu, on low HP, it didn't matter if his finger was seen or his entire torso. That fight was gone. And Evil Prince is getting active with the op because, you know, why not? WD has luckily found the timing to get onto the A site, but the problem is he's left the bomb behind him. I think he's been seen. He has indeed, and he just gets swung by Velocity on the right backside of dice. 9-6 for race potential. Not so nice for LOT Gaming.
Yeah, nice jump peek there from Velocity just to get that information. 11 kills across the board for 3 different players. Nox, Mike Zera, and Evil Prince. Yellow Flash going to be, again, finding that 16th kill there is going to tie him when it comes to the slaying prowess from both Yellow Flash and R2B2. But a very quiet game from the rest of LOT Gaming, all considering they found those 6 rounds. It's been off the back of R2B2's success and his clutch potential a lot of those times. And you got to think about this now heading over towards your CT side for LOT Gaming. You need the rest of your team to start stepping up because there's a lot of individual players here on Wasted Potential that have been looking good and finding their own success on different parts of the maps. Whereas it seems like when R2B2 goes down, we haven't really seen somebody pick up that mantle.
Somebody else has to step up. If I'm doing my math correctly, LOT Gaming as a team has 36 kills. And R2B2 accounts for 16 of those. Just to put it in a better perspective, it's 20 for the rest of the team. R2B2 on 16. B-Rush for Wasted Potential, and a quick one at that. Nox already finding an opening kill. R2B2 got very aggressive inside a short, though, and has already found his now 17th kill of the game. They're wanting to get this bomb down, but the problem is they don't have short control in any way, shape, or form. Mishu finds one with the doors, drops the bomb at that, and makes this a possible now 3v2 for LOT.
Oh boy, do I love some dually action. Advantage in numbers, but WD's got to be careful, 10 HP. You know Mishu's going to be tucked behind those sandbags, so how are they going to move forward from this one? Trying to go for the jump peek. R2B2 is going to be spotted. WD crosses over bomb. Yet to be recovered. Mishu, aggressive. WD right behind him, and they line up for the Glocks. What a round there from Wasted Potential yet again. This time
look at this. Look at
that expectation from Evil Prince.
Evil Prince has a decoy. Watch this. Decoy thrown. Mishu looks away, thinking it was a flashbang.
Brother.
Because of that, Evil Prince was able to swing for both kills there because the higher HP of the two players swung with his back facing it. Genius play. Because usually when you have a decoy thrown directly at you by somebody, you know it's going to be a decoy because it's thrown right by you. But when it's thrown like a flashbang, and the throwing animation, the sound from the throwee, is that of a flash, you look away, you look in a different direction. You want to avoid that inevitable flash that you don't know is a decoy to make sure you can possibly live through the fight. That's a great setup for this Wasted Potential side.
LOT are playing checkers, Wasted Potential are playing chess right now. That decoy is crazy. Not usually using success stemming off of the back of the decoy grenade, but now it's cleanup duty for the janitors on overpass. Not so clean, though, as, again, these pistols are able to pick up some guns. Khalil at 10. Out through Squeaky. Velocity is going to be here to at least finish off on what the rest of the team could not. Into a 3 versus 2. Do they check R2B2? They do. Okay, so easy finish to the round there from Wasted Potential. They give up, you know, a Galil and a MAC-10, but they save out on the important rifles, the AK.
Keep the AK, and I think they limit the damage that LOT could have done. As soon as they find that first kill in connector, picking up the Galil may have made it a little bit more dangerous, but luckily Velocity was there, tucked in the corner. Short made it a more than reasonable round, and now 11 for Wasted Potential. This is not looking great for LOT. This is a nearly must-win round. If you lose this, you have no economy, you're building your opponent's economy after they win their bonus round, and you're going to be down by 6. WD opens up well. Good opening kill, gets away with the off, good start, but he over-aggresses to his own demise.
little taste of your own medicine there for Evil Prince, but WD zealous, overzealous. And the fact that op might be good, but Nixera, the substitute for wasted potential, looking to come alive now in the later rounds of Overpass. Here in round 18, it is a fantastic stabilization from LOT Gaming to find that second kill on Nixera. And now that they're re-clearing out towards long, all attention is going to be over towards this B site. Crazy able to spray down 2. Nox, the last one standing, should have an idea that this is where the final pathing is going to be, but no idea to where this last remaining player is. Craze still left guessing on what to do, while the rest of the team, they're on their way through the tunnels. Soon enough to push through Squeaky. Nox should be dead to rights here now that Craze has spotted him. At least Nox is going to find that one. A little bit extra damage into the hands of Wasted Potential, but a round win for LOT. They finally stopped the bleeding.
Honestly, the fact that Nox even finds one there is kind of a miracle. He got shot from barrels and still actually turns his attention to connector as he was being baited. So credit where credit's due. The fact you even find one there is pretty good. We're going to have a quick pause. I believe a tech pause for the time being, but until I'm corrected, we'll stick with that story. And Waste Potential, maybe that hinders the LOT momentum that they just have built. Maybe there wasn't momentum to start with, and it was just the bonus round I was talking about. The only caveat to that conversation is a reminder that the bonus round was still a decent investment for Wasted Potential. You can see their economy. It kind of doesn't exist. Nixera does not have money, is down on 1850, so it's not even worth it for them to buy. If they were, it would probably be a Tech 9 and armor like Nox has. Yellow Flash has a Tech 9 and armor. Evil Prince and Velocity do have enough to purchase up AKs, but this is going to be a miracle of a round, probably centered, I'm going to say this ironically enough, about the pistols for Wasted Potential, because the pistols can be that entrance factor for the AKs to then play off of.
And now with this, a little bit of a match pause. Chance to just sit individually and, figure out what's going wrong in a lot of these rounds, because I think, Nixera did a good job at finishing off on that AWP, but with how separated a lot of these teams find to be, LOT was the same thing on their T side. So many heroes inside of the server today, and it just has not been paying off for a lot of these plays. So, I mean, heading into the 19th round, LOT Gaming down 7-11, so on their way back up. Deagle in the hand of Nixera, Tech 9 for Nox, Tech 9 for Yellow Flash. About 4 flashes going into this round, 3 smokes to back it up, and an HE which has already been burned.
They have no direct connector control either, except for the back of connector where Nox is sitting. Mishu's trying to play that vertical boost up and over. If he can find the angle, he'll try and play off of it. Nox has been seen as well, and Craze runs out to drop down Yellow Flash. Surprisingly, if not, he wins that fight onto Mishu, but he needs to find more. Mike, with his Deagle, finds a second, trying to make it a third with Velocity. He does so successfully. The last line of defense on this B side is R2B2 sitting short. It's the 2 AKs up against the 2 remaining rifles, the M4 and the AWP, here for the other side, and the AWP only finds 80 damage onto Evil Prince.
Not going to be able to stop that bomb plant.
Margin.
R2B2. He's rotating all the way back over through A. So now we can push back in from the walkway. R2B2 is going to find Evil Prince, getting a little bit too far forward. 1 versus 1 now for Velocity. Has information on the last one and health advantage. Time taken away. R2B2. Here's the footsteps. The Molotov's going to be dropped. The kid's going to go fast. R2B2 is going to expect him to walk through.
He's got it. He's got it. Just narrowly, he's got it.
And yet again, the clutch from R2B2 for the 8th round win, keeping LOT alive.
R2B2 had the timing down to a T there. His strategy was throw the Molotov and bait out the swing from either short or from Monster with a tap on the bomb. The Molotov masks the fact that he is still defusing and or moving, and makes you think, oh, he's thrown down his last piece of utility. Why wouldn't he stick it here, trying to bait me out in the open? There's no way he goes for that. great fight plan again from R2B2, who no way he's not at 20 kills already, if not more than that. We'll find out when he switched to him in this round.
He's at 21.
And it forces Wasted Potential onto yet another save. However, they have met no resistance running through mid. It is student body middle as they just send it straight onto A. There's not a soul defending the site. This will be a bomb plant. But how well they can get it down post-plant is the real question, because they actually got the bomb down to the backside of Dice.
Pushing.
This is possible, and they've recovered a rifle. Oh my goodness, oh no.
Alright. Find your way back and clear out these players. Suxi doing a fantastic job at that.
Bro.
Nice with the USP as well. Oh, Nixera not even has eyes on this bomb. So somebody's able to just stick the defuse while the rest go hunting. 9 rounds from LOT. Yeah, Craze goes down, but Suxi, at least somebody's able to play anti-eco inside of the server. And there you see him just cut down quick 2 kills, go back in with the USP, find that third, and fantastic round from LOT Gaming to, I guess, not give away any more lives.
That's where the rubber meets the road, really, for both teams. It's another situation of LOT not really needing a win, but one would be extremely useful to them. Wasted Potential are back into a situation where if they lose, they're onto not a full eco, but again, forced pistols, which, unlike in previous matches we've seen here in the CSGO Pro League, has not gone all that well for either team, that being pistol rounds. Minus, I believe, 1 thus far, maybe a second, that's about it. I believe in the previous matches, at least that you and I have covered directly, I can directly recall 4 or 5 per game, much less in such short order. So, and a little bit more dire.
I actually think the amount of eco rounds I've seen won throughout this week, I don't think I can count on just one hand. And that's, I think that says a lot of how surprising it really is, because that does not happen very often. Everywhere. Nice flash out from Velocity. Nox gonna peek through the door. Take down Craze. Nice bullet to the cranium to take that rifle down. And R2B2 is gonna be in quite a peculiar spot. Don't know if they're gonna be able to check this player or have that read. And no, Nox is actually gonna get finished off. So R2B2 yet again keeping his team in this, but not for long. Velocity doing a good job of taking him out.
Oh, they don't know WD's here. They have no clue whatsoever. He's got the bomb, a smoke, and the FAMAS to work with. They need to clear him. They're fighting a war on 2 fronts. One player flanking down through A. The other one has to worry about a flank that's sitting inside of spawn, and Mishu is aware, sound cues being abundant as ever, should have the freest of frags on towards Evil Prince, and does. Where has WD run off to? At this point, it doesn't matter. There was 8 seconds left in the round when that fight happened. WD, the flank to decide it. And an attempt there, sure, for Wasted Potential to bring it back, but just so close yet so far. LOT Gaming reached double digits.
So a couple of these players are so elusive. They sneak around the map. They find themselves in positions that I never expect to see them in. And WD saves the rounds. And R2B2 finds that kill onto Nox, but WD fighting that bomb is literally everything and more. Like you said, even if he did fall, there was no time to get that plant. R2B2 now with the op. Rifles in the hands of LOT Gaming. He's showing a little cheeky angle here over the smoke. Gonna take down Velocity too, so seems like this anti-eco is the best one I have seen yet. Let me knock on wood for the moment, because things can change. Yellow Flash does have this AK, but I've seen a lot throughout this league, TTL. I haven't seen a 1v5 clutch.
We have seen 25 kills now picked up for R2B2, so pretty clean, all things considered. Yellow Flash at 18 as of right now, but this is a dire situation, to say the very least, for Wasted Potential. That is 5 now in a row for LOT Gaming. R2B2 is still fragging out, is the only one above 12. He has as many deaths as the next top fragger on his team has kills. And it doesn't seem like it's even that close. Evil Prince walks straight through a Molotov and takes now 90 damage unnecessarily. Luckily, Velocity finds a kill elsewhere for an opener, so there is still the opening duel going Wasted Potential's way, minus the 90 HP of damage Evil Prince has taken. But, hey, take your victories where you can find them.
Yeah. little bit here, a little bit there. For Race of Potential, Evil Prince down to 10 HP, but Velocity was able to find that early kill onto Craze, who has been surprisingly silent throughout this game. 9 and 17. Not used to seeing Craze fall behind for the squad, but hey, where he has fallen, has really truly stepped up, and right behind him, Suxi flashed by Evil Prince. Nice from Yellow Flash.
What?
Oh my goodness, I can't believe he got that double op from WD and R2B2.
He's still alive as well. WD on 14 HP, Evil Prince still on 10, and WD's re-aggressing from the far side of CT. Yellow Flash looking for his 20th kill. That nade may very well do it. WD makes it out with 2 HP, and with that op, it's just as good of 100. He needs to swing for something, though. That or save and make the decision now, and it seems like that is the call. R2B2 needs to get out just the exact same way, and it seems like both of them will be able to save. R2B2 somehow lives through that fight, and yeah, that's the call to get the heck out of Dodge if you still can. He has very little time to get out. He's looking to still frag if he can. Finds one, cannot find a second. Luckily, at least one op is saved over.
Yeah, Yellow Flash is able to grab one for Evil Prince too, off the corpse of R2B2, so he's going to toss that over towards his teammate. Yeah, WD gets out with 2 HP, but I can't believe R2B2 lived as long as he did. You know, you could definitely see that the nerves are riding high inside of this server. Another match pause. I think it's another tech pause here. Velocity is going to drop out of the server, so we're going to see what goes on from here going forward. But, you know, I think there's one thing to say here. And this is the hands down best game we've seen so far inside of this league. 12-11. These teams are neck and neck.
Race to Potential finally bringing that round back. Finally shutting down the streak that LOT had, which was 5 straight rounds, by the way. And it didn't seem like they were going to stop anytime soon. Our first real tech pause of the game, at least off the back of a disconnection. I think this is the longest we've gone without a tech pause that has been determined by a DC.
I'm going to take a second and knock on wood for you.
Yeah, as am I. It is a factual statement. This is the longest we've gone without a tech pause. And we already have the tech pause, so the curse that I would have brought has already come through anyway. But LOT Gaming, still with some money to work with. Everybody has an investment. They still have the saved over op. And Craze will probably either be dropped a weapon by WD or Mishu, or there's a weapon on the floor at his feet already, and we just can't see it. Either way, this should be a nearly dead even round to decide again who has the momentum to move forward.
It's a big swing, you know, for both sides.
रिकी
हाँ ब्रो करवा दे
हाँ स्क्रीन शेयर करता हूँ
हाँ कर
You hear them in game too, right?
ये देख फेस इट
Do.
डिजिट ऑन है
लेट्स गो
ओके
लॉन्च कर ले हाँ
We can get an in-depth look at the comms. This is something
I
we
was
haven't
gonna
really
just
seen in
see
the CSGO scene.
Yeah, I was going to see if we could maybe hear something to give anything away. I didn't. I didn't hear anything.
I did hear English, surprisingly enough.
I did too. I think that's why I stopped to listen, because I was like, okay, is there anything, any key information that we can get off this development that is happening? Velocity's back in the server, so welcome back, good sir.
Yay!
But man, what a treat we've been given here on Overpass. This has been such a good game. I think, you know, my favorite part of this game is this fight between WD and Evil Prince. I feel like it's just beginning. You know, this op battle has been so big on who is going to get aggressive, who's going to get that first pick, and can they, you know, get in and get out with their life. So now that we have it again, and this is such a big swing round, I will very curious to see if anybody goes from some absurd aggressive play with that op.
After our tech pause has subsided and everybody's back in the lobby with it now functioning, we are going to figure out how that op can work out. Shout out admins, shout out the back-end people making sure that things can stay functioning and all 5 players on each team get what they earned and deserve. So we are back underway and are moving here in our second to last match of the CSGO Pro League group stage, brought to you by Blink Entertainment. Nox already legging it down to connector. WD trying to get aggressive mid, which will end up being his undoing. R2B2 aggressive here. Nightzera swinging, but there's still 2 players in the B site awaiting his presence, and he will understandably disengage for a few extra seconds, and he gets stuck inside of the Molotov. Oh my goodness, he somehow makes it out alive. There's no way he should have lived through that. He barely got that smoke off.
Mishu's trying to work some magic here through Squeaky, but seems like a little disengaged from wasted potential. They can feel the trap being laid down. Nightzera, 6 HP, tucks himself into a corner, and things still panning out for wasted potential. Now it's down to R2B2, the clutch master for LOT, to see if you can turn things around yet again. 86 damage, or 86 HP left. AK in hands, wrapping all the way back down over towards Monster, but the smoke's going to be dropped. Now he has to walk all the way through. Flash. Velocity turns away, so literally no angle in here for R2B2, and the time slowly moving down. He has that kit, but I don't know if this is doable. Wasted potential doing a fantastic job at just not giving him anything.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm a little concerned that Evil Prince was already running around towards mid. Because you have a kit and a 1v3, which basically becomes a 1v2 because your op is running for the hills. I'm a little concerned because it's R2B2. He's the only one to find any kills. It would have been an ace clutch or a 4K clutch, depending on whether Evil Prince decided to show back up. He had a flash, he had a smoke, he had a Molotov, he had a kit. I will reiterate. Granted, didn't have the rounds, nor did he really have a shot at getting through Monster, but still concerning to say the least. Waste potential, trying to mitigate some concerns of their own. Losing 5 in a row, now bringing 2 back-to-back to tie things up. A triple boost set up here towards Graffiti. Mishu, there's no way he's been heard. You can see there's no way he's even looked at. Velocity's dead, and punching the air. That's unfortunate.
I think I'm punching the air at this moment. How many times are we going to see these pistols just be such an annoying factor into the games? These deagles just continue to hit their mark. Mishu steps up. Back to B we go. Now with water control. Craze and Mishu looking to get aggressive on this. But Yellow Flash going to clear it. Craze just going to post up here. Suxi now. A lot of work to be done for the rest of the team. Craze has a Galil. Losing out of the rest of the site. Players go down. Bomb's going to get planted. I feel like it is just a call to play for exits. Wasted potential. Moments away from finding their 14th round.
It's a Galil and an op. Nope, just to save. I was about to hype it up. Oh, they have a shot. They don't have a kit, but they just picked up some utility from dead bodies. No, they're just running for the hills because, you know, screw me, I guess. Waste potential will pick up a 14th. Nightzera should be able to save with 24 HP and, you know, run away with his health still fully intact. And LOT Gaming are going to conservatively play this one. I don't hate the call, especially considering they don't have the greatest of loss bonuses. It would have been a very difficult round for them to pick up anyway. And money hasn't been great, so they now have some leeway, all things considered as well. Everybody survives. 5 players survive the end of the round as well. And the op is picked up, more importantly, for LOT. This is still gross. First time we've seen it all event, at least first time I've seen it on stream all event. But it ends up not being all that impactful.
And now, Wasted Potential have started to gain their traction yet again. 14 rounds on the horizon. Potential map point for the team. Mishu. Double up set up yet again from LOT. Mishu and WD going to be holding it in their hands. Evil Prince going to eat that HE down to 45. They're slowly working their way back over towards this B site.
Very slow approach for both teams here. Something we haven't really seen in a little while, where the first 30 seconds has nobody dying. So now
It's kinda
31
nice.
seconds, however, that's a different story. It was actually 41 seconds, but still an applicable conversation. And R2B2, the first one to fall, hasn't found a kill in the last 2, I believe now 3 rounds. Actually, no, it's 2, with the third being the one where he found that 2K and he attempted what would have been ace clutch. But already opening up well for waste potential, and they're just looking to send it on to B. Do they know that Craze is tucked monster?
That is the question. Brace has a real chance here of doing some real damage to the team, and there it is. They don't expect it. Craze walks away with a quick 2. And wasted potential. Ducktail, turn and run. That bomb is already deep back into CT. 24 seconds. If they want to go over towards A, first they got to walk through this hop and Mishu. Second, this bomb has to reach the site in time.
It's not going to. You have, what, now 8 seconds to get the bomb onto the site? Not only would it have to make it there, it has to make it through multiple players. 3 had already rotated onto the site. It's just not happening. LOT Gaming, a very proactive approach to both sites. Good play from Craze on Monster, just forces them away. You don't have that second prong of a 2-pronged attack. He finds one, he wide swings for the reposition, catching the low HP Nyxera off guard already. And just like that, you can see Wasted Potential already had made the call to go a different direction, just to walk into what was already an A stack.
Walk into 3 players, 2 holding HPs. I don't feel like you're going to be winning this. Here is a kill for R2B2 to find his 30th kill of the game. Absolutely insane numbers. And already down into the other side. So Velocity's going to pull one back. Big kill. Keep things a little bit even. Mishu not expecting that close angle. His barrel just poking out. And Velocity turns things around with a double kill.
You also see that A site's being aggressed on. No one is on the A side, and that's about to be found out. Evil Prince is walking forward. The question is, who sees who first? W rotated up towards Bank. Evil Prince has made it onto the site past Dice, and should, at this point, just play very passive. No need to make noise, no need to expose the fact that you've gained this control. As soon as the bomb gets down, then you look to swing if you have to. Bomb will be planted. Rotation will certainly come through. The question is, how quickly does that happen? WD misses the opportunity and has already been re-swung, but Nike on the backside of Truck should be flanked from behind. He needs to worry about his back because his position had already been noted, but he's now aggressing forward into WD, only to fall. A 3v3, and there's 2 kits available with a flank now coming through from below, and nobody on LOT knows about it.
WD, nice top. Bomb down, yellow flash tucked away into bathroom, still getting a crest on and walked into. Velocity, yellow flash doing exactly what they need to do to hand this 15th round over towards Wasted Potential. 1 round away from punching their ticket into towards that legend stage. LOT Gaming gotta force overtime now.
It's a nice little full house of frags as well. Yellow Flash with 2, Velocity with 3, 2 of the openers as well. And it was a perfect post plan again from Wasted Potential. They've had a lot of those somewhat recently, where you play around what your advantage is. In that case, it was Velocity flanking. There's no reason to over-aggress. It already plays disengaged. No need to swing from long. No need to swing from bathrooms. But you still are defending your position. You can see Yellow Flash with the 2 kills there. Velocity prepping his rotation, but not over-aggressing in that same endeavor. He didn't have to sprint. He didn't have to make too much noise. And that was Wasted Potential taking advantage of what was already a fortuitous situation. In LOT, they're stuck on 2 FAMASs, 2 M4s, and an MP9 to take away 4 AKs and an op, and 3 instances of match point.
Can you really count them out with how we've seen
That's true.
this league
Ecos
go?
have gone either way.
Just the fact that Wasted Potential, I feel like they feel pressure in their own right here to close this out. Even though they should have an understanding that this isn't going to be a healthy buy whatsoever for LOT Gaming. Wasted Potential still taking their time, being quite thorough over towards this A site. No bathroom pressure. No tunnel pressure. Everything is down to Mishu and R2B2.
Do they clear out Mishu? He's playing right in front of the red. He will find one. He switches the AK, tries to reswing towards Evil Prince, but does not pick it up. 3v3. Susie finds one with the MP9, but needs to find a second from distance, and it can only do damage. The problem is 25 HP between two players. This is more than a possibility for WD. Flanking in from long, he finds a double. It's the AWP versus the FAMAS in a 1 versus 1. There's enough time to switch up for an AK, get the bomb down, and make this an attainable 1v1 for both players. A kit available for WD, an AK here for Evil Prince, and he swings through the one-way, only to do damage, the nade to follow, the reswing there, both players ever so low, a combined 9 HP between them, but who can pick it up? That's the real question. WD switches to the USP, he knows that Evil Prince is ever so low, and he wins the fight off the back of it. LOT by a 6 health margin will survive for the time being.
Whoa, man. What a round there from WD. What a round from the rest of the team. Just soften up the whole party, too. Now, we were watching the replay. I haven't seen the defuse just yet, but
he's okay.
Looking through this, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. He's got the kit, but man, this play from the USP, looking towards the right, swings to the left. WD snaps onto him. What a shot. That is such an important round from LOT. Now they have somewhat weakened the buy from Wasted Potential. Deagle for Yellow Flash. Deagle for Knight's Era. Limited utility.
If Wasted Potential does not win this, they have no money. They'll be on a second loss bonus, maybe a third, if I'm right. They'll have $2,900 max for Evil Prince, Nox, and Nixera. 31 for Nixera. With Yellow Flash and Velocity having a little bit more, sure. But they will not have money. Not only that, but they didn't even fully buy into this round. It's 2 Deagles and 3 AKs. This is not good for Wasted Potential. Despite them being up 2 rounds, if they lose here, they are going to be such... well, dead, I suppose. Mishu already finding the opener. Down goes one of those 2 Deagles. Are they just gonna leg it onto A again?
Well, this is a best of 1. This is where legends are made. Sprint back over towards A. Down a player already. Yellow Flash, who has been lights out when it comes to these entry frag potential. 26 at 16 now. Gonna have to pass over that to the rest of the team. Nox looking to be that entry fragger this go around. The Flash is out. WD here with the off lands the first one. 2 players down now. The trade from Velocity. Can they get onto site? Can they clear the rest? LOT, what's your move?
The AK is certainly possible for LOT to try to aggress, but the problem is they're in such a difficult position to try and go through this. Good plant position keeps them safe, and Nixera finds one, but is immediately traded. There's a follow-up from Mishu, and it's a 1v3 from Evil Prince. Again, a clutch potential. Last round it was WD, this time it's Evil Prince, and instead it's to close out the map. A first swing, he wins the first fight. He needs to deny the defuse, but is too concerned, and understandably so, about Mishu holding him. Suzuki gets that kill through, gets the defuse, and forces us onto a 30th round here on Overpass.
We go the distance. Overtime on the horizon for LOT. Not the best buy yet again for Wasted Potential. AK in the hand of Yellow Flash. But again, it's that utility. Velocity's bringing nothing but a rifle into this round and armor. LOT stacked to the brim when it comes to plays to make here inside of round 30. Just can they jump over that hump? Can they reach overtime and force us the absolute distance in this best of 1?
That bomb plant at least mitigated some of the damage I was talking about of Wasted Potential's less than ideal economy. But one of those 3 rifles that they brought into this round, compared to the last, has already been given over. I believe Mishu traded it out, so there should still be an M4 on the floor, or a FAMAS of equal or lesser value on that floor for somebody to retrieve. But it's still an impactful conversation. How does Wasted Potential go for this? Nox gets Team Flash as he tries to swing in from Monster. Molotov from his barrels gives an opportunity, and he forces everybody out of position. But there's R2B2, ever prevalent here in this fight. He finds 3 at that, but is finally shut down. Nixera on 1 HP has the bomb, 45 seconds, and a dream to pick this one up.
Here's the substitute for Wasted Potential entering into the team for this last best of 1 of the league. a fantastic game for himself,
Yeah, he's
but
dead.
1 HP.
He's dead.
And no information on what to do. Suxi's going to be here, so as soon as this bomb goes down, we're headed to overtime with the knife. I'd have it no other way. I think this is our first team, where our first game that we've watched here where the opposing side has reached double digits. I'm going to go fact check myself on that.
The only other time was when Edge and I were casting, I think on Tuesday. Or Monday,
the wasted
whichever day it
potential
was.
ROG
It was-
Academy game.
Yeah, it was a 16-14.
Yeah, that was on Monday's game. ROG Academy. That's one of their losses that I'm sure broke their hearts.
Yeah.
The only other time was on Saturday, ROG Academy versus LOT Gaming, which was 16-11. So, a little bit of experience going the distance for both sides of the fields and experience closing it out. But here, it's got to be a little bit more.
Waste potential starting on the T side as well. Brief reminder as to how the halves went. It was waste potential starting on the CT side, starting off 9-6, and then losing the second half 9-6 to LOT's CT side as well. So the CT side has a beneficial half, winning give or take 60% of each half. But still an impactful conversation. Can you keep that as a consistency? It's only 3 rounds and a half, and more often than not, they are full gun rounds. Already the opening, Mishu gets over aggressive, but there's the return from Praise. He may not know there's a second and now third player walking in too short. He has to be concerned about it, but Evil Prince already there. A second from Nox, the B-site nearly certainly falling, and there's Nox almost certainly locking it in as well. WD in a 1 versus 3, hit by the Molotov, inside of it as well, and on 30 HP, this is one where you probably just saved the op.
Yeah. Take it to the next. This round is done. Wasted potential. They gotta be kicking themselves like, why couldn't we do this 2 rounds ago to close it out? But hey, better late than never into this one. Mishu getting aggressive was such an unfortunate play for LOT Gaming, because when it came down to utility, he had the most on the team. He had a Molotov, a smoke, a flash, and all of that was gone as soon as he decided to step a little bit too far forward. So a round open here for wasted potential. After that pick, they just pumped the gas and just continue to press on. Big question on if this op is going to carry over. It is not. The bomb's going to reach that one, and Velocity, he's not going to grab that op. He's just going to leave it into a single op for Evil Prince, still holding on to these AKs.
Can't really blame him on that one. You feel a little bit bad for LOT Gaming, though. Considering they reinvested into the op here, they may not be able to fully buy next round if they lose this dominantly. There's going to be, what, 1 player that can buy, maybe 2 with Mishu? This is going to be a concern. LOT need this, or they're headed on to the disadvantageous side. At least with 2 rounds lost. Maybe a 3rd, depending on their purchase, because it's no longer 16,000 at OT, it's just 10. And more often than not, that concern can set in when it's just full rifles after full investment. And Waste Potential have gotten a lot more comfortable. I say that as they lose the opening duel and the bomb, conveniently enough. Oh, that's bad.
Well, it's good for LOT at that. They want to even up this game yet again. Back and forth there. Flash out for Suxi. Not going to spot anything. Nox was just playing around the angle. I'm sure when Suxi went back in there, or Mishu did, all the way through tunnel. So Mishu gets up ladder. Yellow flash somehow. Oh, B? This is such a weird round. And Evil Prince, is his turn to save the op. Okay. Let's go hunting.
Unfortunately, he's walking straight into Mishu, who has definitely heard him. There's no way. Why does Mishu throw a Molotov there? Why not just patiently wait at the top of connector? Bait Evil Prince into you, you find a free kill. That'll definitely be it. He's throwing the op away. He wants to go for this. Take the guns away. Go for it, Evil Prince. I mean, go for it, I suppose.
Why not?
Nade being prepped. He's seen the player. He's naded himself, and has somehow still dropped Mishu down to 3 HP. Should still survive this, and the nade and follow-up M4, or actually AK shot from Craze will do it. But, wow. Round of all time there for both sides. That was questionable.
Look at this, too, at the end there. That he landed that nade. 100% Mishu's dead, but fortunately for Mishu, and M4 lives to fight the good fight for this next round. Okay, so wasted potential, you know, still not out of this just yet. Nice shot there from WD. Aggressive over towards Fountain. He gets 2. Maybe even a 3rd. No! Yellow Flash picks up an op of his own. Shuts down WD, but the damage has long been done.
You can also see 2v4, but the question still remains for LOT, how do you play this 2v4? Every single time we've seen them in this 4-player position, they have split evenly between the two sites. But always how they've done so has changed. That dynamic play has benefited them and is the reason they've picked up now 10 of 17, actually, CT rounds they've played. In this instance, it's tucked into the corner of long that R2B2 has played before. However, he's also joined on the complete other side of that by Craze playing in front of the truck. No reason to clear both of them, also very difficult to do so in that same right, and there's no audio being given over by either player. Wasted potential, however, they have to start going. They have to get on with it. 40 seconds offshore. Nox seemingly aware that R2B2 could be tucked into the corner, and he sees him, only to find the opening kill. And they clear Craze as well. That's exactly what they need. 30 seconds left, bomb will go down, and Nox is aggressing. He will get into bank. He may have been hurt, though. The Molotov had hurt him, and Suzuki finds the kill because of it.
Oh, now Yellow Flash. Can you win this one out? You've brought yourself back into the round. You've got that bomb planted. Up in hand. It's got to be a miracle. You are going to hear the defuse start, but he misses the shot. Goes back in. Returns 1 versus 1. Mishu puts it down. And for the first time, and I don't know how long, LOT Gaming, maybe even for the first time, have a lead.
Notably enough, Mishu actually got off the defuse when his teammate fell. He had more than enough time because of the reload time of the op to actually stick the defuse all the way through. So there was an opportunity for Yellow Flash to win that clutch there, albeit a narrow one, but an opportunity nonetheless. You'll see it right here. Mishu gets off the defuse. He would have been able to stick it all the way through, but the 1v1 still goes Mishu's way. Narrow victory, but a victory nonetheless for LOT as the sides have switched into OT. There we go. Thank you very much, Observer. Waste potential. Starting round's nearly a must-win for them. I don't see a way in which they win back-to-back to close out and send us to a second OT.
Gotta be ice in the veins of these players. LOT Gaming working their way over towards bathrooms. Suxi tucked away down over towards Squeaky, just expecting someone to aggress through sandbags. It's not the case at all. Wasted potential shoulder to shoulder almost over towards B. On A. It's long control for the op. Along with a little bit of backup too, just to watch in case a flank is going to happen. But Evil Prince so vigilant here with the AWP, going to open up with that first kill. Now smokes are going to drop. Now LT Gaming gotta go back to the drawing board and what goes next, because Suxi hasn't found any success over towards this B side. Might have heard the rotation through heaven, but it seems like A is going to be where they want to go.
They clear out long. They still know a second player's there. They're well aware that Evil Prince was seen earlier, but there's Nike swinging in from bank only to find one, and they clear Yellow Flash as well. They're well aware of Evil Prince, only for him to still win the disadvantageous gunfight with the op. It's R2B2, the clutch master in a 1 versus 2. The first kill already found, and he tucks himself into the smoke. There's no way Nox reads this. A perfect reposition. The smoke will dissipate the next few seconds, and he will find the easiest frag of his Counter-Strike career. Perfect play from R2B2. Opening kill, reposition, and the round itself. LOT Gaming, they take the lead, and they turn it straight into match point.
I mean, R2B2, the modern day Harry Houdini, to make some magic happen on the map and then immediately vanish. What a heads-up play to tuck yourself into the smoke. Not even the slightest clue that that's a possibility to happen. And LOT Gaming, not only they find their lead in the last round, but they push it to 2. Wasted potential now. They feel that Pressure weighing down on them, and Velocity seems like he wants to make a play through Party. WD, is he going to be aware of this?
Velocity patiently waiting. Hasn't made a sound cue. Hasn't given away his position in any way, shape, or form. Double swing there. Good coordination, but they do go 1 for 1, so there is a caveat to the victory there. Suki's swings 1, but can only find 1. It's another trade. First 40 seconds, 2 for 2 overall, and not a whole lot of ground gained off the back of that for LOT.
Almost no ground gained. A couple of kills, maybe some damage. Opens up the map for sure. Even wasted potential. You do see that Evil Prince has fallen off from bathrooms all the way back over towards this A site with that op. Couple of jump peeks. As soon as he spots out a single one of these players, is going to call for a rotation yet again. So now Yellow Flash is going to be here, and a smoke is going to drop. So that's going to slow this down even more from Mishu. There's no way he walks through the smoke already. He's just going to wait for this contact from the players through long. Evil Prince has no information at all. Nike Zerato makes a play on the flank. 2 versus 3.
This is where Evil Prince should be turning his direction towards long, and with that Molotov he will. The problem is the Molotov doesn't extend towards Bank, and Krace is going to run straight to it, only to his own demise. Yellow Flash there for the assist, and R2B2 will fall just the same. We are headed to, again, a decisive round, whether it's OT a second time over, or if LOT now, with their first and second opportunity at match point, can close it out.
For LOT, I mean, round 35 might not go their way, but 36, I mean, this could be where they end things off and shut down Wasted Potential's hopes of moving on to that Legend stage. R2B2, Molotov going to be dropped. See if you can flush someone out. Nobody going to be here to answer the call. Heavy aggression through Party, as well as a long Velocity. Gets his head ripped off his shoulders. All right. Let's keep this party going. R2B2 through the smoke. Has no idea Evil Prince is going to be here. A little taste of his own medicine, maybe. And yeah, it is. No way he gets 2.
But he sees him.
Oh, Mishu sees his feet.
Nike with one back, makes it an opportunity to get back. He does get out with his life, but he's being cleared from both sides, and Krace just runs straight through the Molotov. Crazy man himself, and Nox still occupying the site. On the backside of truck, can only find one of his own. Yellow Flash left alone. 1 versus 2, certainly possible, has a nade, a kit, and full HP. The difficult position is both players are splitting themselves between the dice, and it's Kraze, the crazy man himself, to find the first to swing through bathrooms, and the last to close out the game. LOT down and out multiple times over in this matchup, only to bring it back at the last possible juncture in regulation, and to start off well in OT, and go to close out the groups. They will just narrowly move on to Legends playoffs as well.
Wow.
It was close, but it was not quite there for the very wasted potential that was wasted potential.
Man, it just seems like this team is always right there, but they just cannot find their way over the hump. That is a win. I mean, losing out to God's Reign back on Sunday. They beat out ROG Academy. It's a close one. They go the distance versus LOT, even holding the lead for majority of that game. I swear, 90% of the game, Wasted Potential were leading Overpass, but just that last 10%. LOT Gaming, they found their strides when they really needed it. A lot of those players really coming alive towards the end. And, I mean, if you're going to give MVP to anybody for this chance, R2B2 was having himself a playground on Overpass. I mean, he was really doing the most to keep his team alive throughout this. And it gave enough time for the rest of the squad to join him up there.
Yeah, there's no way in which R2B2 does not get an MVP there. He was a very consistent part of regulation. The rest of the team really stepped up in the last few rounds. You'll remember he was about 36 kills in round 34, 35. He had already reached 29 or 30 by round 26 or 27. So the last few rounds of regulation and the first couple of OTs when the rest of the team really stepped up. But it's, again, when clutch situations came arise, he was around to find them and pick them up.
Oh, yeah.
Whether it was the 1v2 where he tucked in the corner just to clear, he was the one stepping up in through main to start off that final round of regulation or OT. He was the one to step up, and his team, especially in the later stages of regulation, were there to support him in doing so. That's when they needed to step up. That's when they needed to appear in the game, because it seemed to be the very single-player show until finally it wasn't, and that's when LOT started to flourish.
Of course. I mean, it just takes that one moment for the team to come alive. R2B2, he lit a fire under LOT Gaming, and now they're going to advance to a 2-1 standing inside of our Group B. They're going to overtake Wasted Potential, who is tied with them at 1-1. And Wasted Potential, they just barely miss out on pushing forward into our playoffs here after the groups. LOT Gaming going to be our second place team. God's Reign, first place at a Group B. Now, our only decider is going to be who's going to take that first and second mark inside of Group A. We got Firedup Gaming and Marcos Gaming coming up next. And time to light. I mean, we got ourselves an overtime in this one. Went to overpass, and it went as far as we could ask for. I mean, first overtime was amazing as we take a look at that scoreboard. I don't know how Firedup Gaming and Marcos Gaming are going to be able to top that. But let's take a look at the scoreboard for both of these teams, because we can talk about R2B2, 37 and 25. Yellow Flash not too far behind, 34 and 22. Some Titan gameplay from both of these players individually. And across the board, nobody really falling behind. Craze, it took him a little bit to kind of step up to that marker, but as soon as he found his stride, I mean, he was once 9 and 17. He finishes off of 17 and 26. So quite a turnaround for himself too.
Yeah, a little bit more consistent in later stages, and found some impact frags, including, I don't know, the last one. A little important if I do say so myself in that 1v2 when both players are low HP. Legends of Tomorrow, LOT Gaming, they will lock in the 1917 victory and again narrowly move themselves onto the playoffs, but they move on to the playoffs nonetheless. They will play on Saturday. The time is to be determined. Their opponent as well, still to be determined, but a massive victory for them. Route. No two ways about it, but they did indeed pick up the victory. Wasted Potential, so close, yet so far, unfortunately for them. We saw them bring it through, we saw them win, we saw their downfall earlier in the group stage, and now just narrowly dropping. 16-14 was a victory before, now it's 19-17 loss. And speaking of seeing them all the way through, we have to thank a few people who are the reason for us to be able to see their full play straight through the groups. Our media partner, AFK Gaming, our radio partner, making sure you can hear how everything's going, My FM. Our community partner, don't forget, we're still running a 2.5 million clan coin giveaway. Drop your favorite team in the YouTube comments alongside a hashtag and then your own clan username in order to be entered in for the 2.5 million clan coin giveaway. Our streaming partner, GeoGames Watch, our smart lock screen partner, Glance, and of course, Blink Entertainment, looping them all together and bringing you this stream alongside the Hindi stream over on the other side of our YouTube. Massive victories also come with just narrowly unfortunate losses, and Wasted Potential, they are going to want that one back.
Of course they are, but that's going to be the last of our first best of one of the night. We got our second one coming up just on the other side of this break. It's Firedup Gaming versus Marcos Gaming. You don't want to miss it. We'll see you there. Welcome back, everybody, to the 2023 CSGO League presented by Blink Entertainment. We just got done with our first best of one for the day. It went to overtime on Overpass. It was just the excellent way to top off our Group B. And with that, our Group B is going to be set in stone with God's Reign and LOT Gaming moving forward into our playoff stage after this. We've got a brand new face on the desk here heading into our second best of one of the night. Edge, welcome. How you feeling, brother?
I mean, I'm feeling good. I was watching the other match from the backlanes, and that was a banger. I mean, when it was, I was expecting it to go multiple overtimes. But yeah, the one overtime that it go to is a potential. Honestly, gotta say that I actually thought they might come out on top, but LOT, they...
Gaming versus Marcos Gaming. Both 2-0 in the standings of Group A. Both have taken down Original Gangsters and Random 5. And now, matching up against each other for our final game here in our group stages here in our Pro League. This is where we determine who is going to have that higher seed leading into our playoff bracket. Winner gets to play LOT, loser gets to play God's Reign. So it's going to be an important one coming up to it because we've seen God's Reign, and I'm sure that either one of these teams, they don't want to take their first round one match against those Titans.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, God's Reign, they've been coming off of, fresh off of victories in recent times, and that they have been on a roll. Round difference of 31 overall this tournament, this group stages, right? And Firedup Gaming and Marcos, both of these teams have also been, playing really well. The round differences 24-22 respectively. So everything comes down to who wins this game. That gets the the upper seed, and they will face off against LOT. And the other team, well, they will still be qualified. They will still be in the top 4, but they have to take down the big ones. So it's all about who comes out on top. And also the round difference, once again, as I said, 24-22, doesn't really matter. Whoever gets the win gets the upper seed. Simple as that. But do they... I mean, here's the thing. Marcos, if I'm not wrong, is relatively new when compared to Firedup Gaming, the roster, that is. Firedup Gaming, they've been together for a really long time. So this synergy might actually give them a tiny bit of edge over the other team. But Marcos, in recent times, as I said, once again, they are second to none. They have been performing out of their minds. Oh, yeah.
100%. We can see if that edge for Fired Up is, able to be rode into, the sunset for this team. But, only time will tell between both of these two. We can take a look at our maps for the series, or a map for the series, because drumroll please, if I might add, we're going back to Inferno. All right. Okay, I was excited because, we got a nuke a couple days ago. We got Overpass yesterday. We got Overpass today, and I was like, maybe Edge, this is a brand new, dawn to the Pro League. Maybe we're seeing some different maps get thrown into the veto process for, the later stages of playoffs. Maybe it's some pocket picks, maybe it's some comfort picks coming out of there. Just anything to get Inferno out of the mix when it comes down to what we're watching, what the viewers are watching, and, maybe even for the players. I'm sure they're tired of playing Inferno. But these two, they're not tired. They're going to Inferno. We got to see Marcos Gaming and Fired Up play on these maps prior to it in previous days. And, each one of them, they looked fantastic on this map in their own respective right. Now it's kind of just finding, I guess, that small little advantage to each other going into this last match of the group stage.
Oh, boy. This is going to be interesting. Yeah, as you said, it is going to be Inferno, one of those basic maps. But the game's already up and running. Marcos Gaming is going to be on the attacking half as the Firedup Gaming on the counter-terrorist. This is going to be a slow approach here coming in. They've taken control. Look at this, 4 players, a gamble on towards B, but it's a big mistake. The only one champ. Can he be a champ right now and take down at least maybe a couple? At least 1-to-1 trade. He knows one of them has crossed and he gets one in the meanwhile. Oh, that is not what I was expecting, but deals a bit of damage there.
Oh, not at all, champ. Gonna be one of the substitutes on the roster today for Fired Up Gaming. It's a little bit of change in their roster, and already looks to be paid off in a first blood of the whole series. Long Barrel starting to work this flank alongside Champ. Now is tucked away inside of Pitts, and Terrace gonna fire away with that first shot. Reaper Monster gonna go down, evened up. Now for the retake, they gotta go. There's no kit. It's Champ with the only kit there, and Champ now stuck in a little bit of a peculiar situation with the kills going the way of Marcos Gaming. The pistol is with him.
Okay, how did this happen all of a sudden? I mean, they kind of neglected a couple of positions there, but okay. I mean, that match was worthy of another watch. You know, we can always go back and watch that match. That was phenomenal. But yeah, right now, Firedup Gaming. After Champ getting that first kill, I actually thought maybe the retake would be a little easier. Also, the fact that they had a defusal kit, but this time again, they're gambling on towards B. All 5 this summer on the Mag 10, pushing in towards Banana, getting that control, but the play is once again towards A. Mostly, at least. 2 players right now taking control of the Banana. Try to fake it.
Marcos Gaming are patient enough. And these players over towards apps start working into apps. They should quickly realize this. And it seems like they've already gotten a little bit of a hint without any pressure back over towards A. Here we go. Smokes out. This is going to be an easy take. Bomb should be down in no time, and the round is pretty much already over. Wait, no. No way. No way. Marcos faked themselves out.
Oh no. This could turn disastrous in any moment now. Look at these positions coming out as well. I believe that's a boost position there coming in from the side of Firedup. One gone, 1-for-1 trade. Robin, long barrel get 1 each, but in the meanwhile, they did manage to take down 3. Okay. Now the only one surviving is still going to be Champ. This time around, get himself 1. This bit of damage onto Ryder. He's still surviving. He's all caught up there. There's absolutely no way he should be able to go for this one. There was a little bit of team damage there, but that's a lot of economy damage. That's a lot of economy damage. 3 casualties on the side of Marcos.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Could have
more
been 0.
damage than what would have been if they went to the A site and got that bomb down. For sure. So I think it's a little bit of an unfortunate situation for Marcos Gaming. Should have been able to recover that second AK that I'm pretty sure they brought into that game. Yeah, so they pick up that second AK. Marcos Gaming, even though they lose out on 3 lives, they don't lose out on those 2 AKs that they brought into that second round. So now, over towards A, fast through top mid. Kara leading the charge. The entry, Franker, but long barrel on his wing. Excellent to keep them humbled.
B was in the situation as Reaper. Ooh, Ryder.
No way.
Nasty shot underneath it. And now it's all down to Champ once again in a 1v3. Makes it a 1 versus 2. Does not have a defusal kit, so the time is going to be against him. But these positions of Defaulto and Zero Cool, they're playing off of a very good crossfire. And now he's making his way towards apartments. Champ has already looked in to the smoke. The smoke is the only thing that's covering him and saving him right now.
He's gone.
From
He's going
Champ.
back. I like this call from Champ. He's just going to save it. He wants this M4 into the next round. He knows that, you know, the economy of Firedup Gaming is not going to be good going into round number 4. So hold this M4, hold the armor, take no damage. But Champ's been having a fantastic game too. You know, so I wasn't going to put it out of the realm of possibility for him to win that even without a kit, but I think he's made the right call in saving the rifle.
He did manage to save the rifle, but not the round, unfortunately, for the side of Firedup Gaming. That's going to be 3 right off the bat for Marcos Gaming. They are going to be feeling really confident. Once again, both of these teams have qualified. They're in the top 4. The only battle between these 2 teams is who is going to be in that top seed. So yeah, you need to make sure that you have that dominance right off the gate, which Marcos Gaming is clearly showing. Firedup Gaming, they need to come up with something different.
They lose long barrel so early into this round. It's going to force a couple of these players to fill that gap. M4 still alive for Champ. That's sitting on that B site. No banana control. Slowly getting mid control from Robin. He's snuck his way all the way here onto the flank. Doesn't seem like anybody's going to realize this. Robin's going to get away with the kill. Not able to turn it into a second one, though. That is the bomb down, so somebody is going to have to back up and pick it up. Where Marcos Gaming want to go from here? Reaper Monster going to fall as well over towards A. The A site now. Nobody's going to be here to stop anymore. And a stack on B for these 2 players. Champ just boosted up over towards this, and Ryder's going to have to read to it, so should be an easy cleanup for the rest of Marcos Gaming. 2 quick kills at the end of it. Kara on to 5 kills already across 4 rounds. This is a great start from Marcos.
Great start indeed. 4-0 now. I mean, in the meanwhile, they've also been building the economy there as well, right? I mean, the bank, it is up. Champ, well, he's going to be getting himself another M4. No obs to be seen so far. 5th round. And if the side of Firedup Gaming loses this one as well, I'm expecting a force buy to come in the next one. Because the last one is going to be there, but at the same time, the rounds, come on, Marcos can't be led free with 3 rounds and also free kills like that. Come on, Nikias had no idea what hit him. Completely blinded.
100%. Couple of players have been softened up, though, from Marcos Gaming. Defaulter, Glider, and McGill is all taking a lick of damage from that early engagement, so this is going to make it a little bit easier for this Crossfire to pick apart some of these players, especially with the span damage from these M4s, even through the smoke. So, Marcos Gaming, they got to be careful of what their course of action is from point A to point B, especially now considering that rotation over towards Garden. This Crossfire doesn't even have to worry about that smoke blocking them.
A lot of damage being dealt there. I mean, Reaper Monster now gets Santaras as well. That's 0 cool there, going down. The plays once again towards B. There are only 2 players. They're going to be isolated now with the smokes and the flashes coming in. Long barrel. Well, his long barrel was seen, but he's still surviving. But in the meanwhile, Kara gets 1 and now the trades happen. 2 versus 3 retake. Kara is very low. 4 points of health. And he gets taken down. 2 versus 2.
They get covered. Swings out lovely from McGill's. The smoke's going to be blocking Robin. So not only is that going to have to clear through construction, but he has to push through Garden and worry about the player playing back pillars. Robin just barely sneaking away with his life. Smoke's going to go down. Robin should be spotted. So is the player behind pillar, and that's going to be the go-ahead to push into construction here for McGill's. This peek out from Robin. Easy cleanup from Marcos. That's 5 rounds in a row. Firedup Gaming, they just keep falling farther and farther behind.
The deficit, it's increasing round after round, and not just that, the economy is going to be taking a huge hit yet again, which means this should probably be another free round for the side of Marcos. I mean, this push was not necessary is what I call it, the first one, when it was a 2v2. But yeah, there is going to be an up this time on Ryder, and 5 MP9s, a grenade, and 2 flashes. That grenade's right in the face of Nikkei. He's down to half HP immediately. No one's pushing mid. That up, still in position.
Yeah, Ryder's still going to be bringing this one out on the T side, let alone. So not an easy case for himself, but he's feeling confident. MP9 galore. Marcos Gaming, they got to be a little bit cautious for if they do rotate over towards A, because if they walk through top mid, I mean, that, I guess, lurking player, long barrel sitting inside boiler, will have a chance to swing out. This is going to be a call from Firedup Gaming. I don't know what the call was to rotate all 5 players over towards this A site, but look at Defaulter is getting so much information off of this. Hasn't spotted anybody yet onto the site. As soon as they clear out Fountain, this round is going to be done.
Time. They're crunching it down. The bomb is now making its way towards B. There's one player still lurking in apartments. That's 0 cool. But it's all MP9s once again, so they have to make sure that they take these close range duels. Long bear is very low. Marcos Gaming. Bomb will be planted finally. But look at these players coming in. I mean, Champ and Robin, they have not left their positions. There is 0 cool walking into the spot. Oh, wow.
Champ almost got that one. That would have been huge to recover that rifle. And 0 cool, he knows it. He just got away with murder, and now he needs to get away with his AK. The rest of the exits here for Reaper Monster. Let's see if you can get a little bit of extra cash into the pockets of these players for Firedup Gaming. Moving into the next round, see if you take some of these rifles out as well. Reaper Monster not able to find a second one. Damage on a McGill's, but no kill. Away from that, Robin might be meeting somebody here. 0 cool, can find another one. Only 1 player living at the end for Firedup Gaming. 6 rounds in a row for Marcos Gaming. We're going to get a buy here for Firedup Gaming, but I mean, Edge, this has to be where they step up and start to win some rounds.
They are. They need to at this point. They are struggling. Long Barrel gets the op out now, and Robin still sticking to the MP9. The utilities not that great as well. I mean, my only question is, why are you not taking a timeout at this point? I mean, maybe, you know, you're just being snowballed at this point. Take a timeout, just chill. You know, talk it out.
Yeah.
But right now, Marcos are not letting them breathe whatsoever. They switch up pace now. They're taking control of A apartments. One player still lurking towards mid, but there are 3 players still in B, and they have no control of Banana Firedup Gaming, so they don't know that this is happening. They don't know what's happening.
Oh, no information on what to call here. So as soon as it happens, it's going to be a surprise, and you better hit your shot if you're long barrel. Molly's going to drop. Swings back in for the kill towards Boiler. Smoke's going to block him off, so Zero Cool now to push forward. McGill's. Robin's going to be in a good spot to maybe shut this off. Long barrel, all he needs to do is hold his own, find a couple kills, work off of the success that Robin should find here. HE out over towards the back of pit. Robin now going to know. Long Barrel ever so vigilant just to hold this crossfire, but Nick Ace gets a little bit ahead of it. Long Barrel now to fire off. Robin gets cleared. The op on the inside shut down, and Marcos Gaming again crumbling Fired Up Gaming underneath their boots.
I mean, I was talking about how Fired Up Gaming, since they've been together for a really long time, might have that slight edge due to the synergy and coordination. I don't see that. I do not see that whatsoever in this particular game yet. I would like to say yet, because once again, I still have faith in this team. They're going in for a save this time. Yeah, they are going to be going to 0-7. Might as well go to 0-8 because of the economy factor. But Marcos Gaming, they've been doing a really good job. Fired Up Gaming, timeout. Come on. They need to find a way here. Get 5 at least. Maybe like 4 rounds at least.
But even a timeout would be just something as a viewer to see that, you know, they're thinking and they're strategizing. They're doing something that talks amongst themselves to try to work their way around this one because, you know, in the past, even throughout this league, some of the eco rounds have been very successful for other teams. But for Fired Up Gaming, even on their eco rounds, they haven't been able to do anything at all. So it has to be the rifles. When you're looking at Champ and Reaper Monster to go into this next round with these M4s, make an impact play, and have some follow-up from these pistols. We have a match pause, so it is going to be a timeout, but it looks like it's a technical pause because we are missing somebody from Fired Up Gaming in the server.
Still a timeout. Still time to talk about things. Marcos Gaming also can talk about, you know, different strategies, different ways to work around, but why change something that is not, you know, that's working? Right?
Yeah.
Why fix something that's not broken? So Marcos is going to be probably sticking to that 1 op and 4 AKs with full utilities. Zero Cool, I feel like he's probably going to buy more utilities. 9,400 in the bank, nothing to worry about. As the player is now back into the server, we should be resuming timer any time now. There is the op on Robin this time. Long barrel last time on the side, up close and personal, did not work in his favor. Robin, well, let's see if the luck is going to be on his side this time around, as they are forcing into this particular round. They have to be really careful. Once again, loss bonus, huge. They don't have to worry about that. But rounds and the pressure? Now that's building up as well.
So here it is. Buy up. As mentioned, Nick Ace should be able to scrounge up something with this 3,400 in his pocket. But he was the player who dropped out of the server. 0-7 starts of the game for himself. The other side.
Whoa.
Fantastic out of Marcos Gaming. Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a reset there for the rounds. Match pause still going on for the moment. For Marcos Gaming, I mean, Ryder in general has been so successful now with the AWP in hand, even on the T side. 9 kills, 2 deaths. Zero Cool, aka Xantaris, when you do see the kills in the feed. 8-2 for his own respective right. He's been fantastic when it comes to the entry onto sites. I mean, you talked about even for the short amount of time that this Marcos team has been, you know, put together. the success that they continue to find has been unmatched by a lot of these teams. Quite like God's Reign over in Group B, Marcos Gaming just seems like the top echelon of Group A.
True that. I mean, once again, these players are playing together relatively, new. I mean, they formed a team, but all of them are veterans of the game. They've been playing for a really long time, and they know what to do. And yeah, now they're on the same page. They're riding the same momentum, and Marcus Gaming, they wanna, I don't know, man. At this point, it feels like this is a statement to God's Reign. This is not a statement to Firedup Gaming or LOT. This is a statement to God's Reign. I mean, since they are the
They're
ones
sending
sitting
a
on top,
message.
they're true. The round difference of God's Reign is 31, if I'm not wrong. Marcus Gaming, I feel like they want to top that number.
What a feat it would be to accomplish that. Especially against, the team that is even in the standings for you, for Marcos Gaming, just to show how big of a gap there truly is, even in the similarities that you do see on pen and paper. We are getting a little bit of utility going to be dumped towards the top mid side of A. It's going to force a couple of these players to reposition on the side. The SQ seems to be happy towards Banana as well. Molly's going to drop Robin. A little bit of a gap flash, though, so Op's not going to have any impact. Nick Ace fills that gap, and lovely kill there on a McGill's. Marcos Gaming back over towards A. Reaper Monster set up. Champ's going to drop a Molly, but you need Reaper Monster to find something. Maybe even a second one with this M4. Success is found on both sides of the map. And finally, Firedup gets some breath of fresh air into their gameplay.
Right, desperately trying to save his op, but it doesn't really matter. They have the economy to go with it as well, but they just, yeah, now he's just destroying. Well, Reaper Monster gets that kill. But most importantly, that's going to be the first one on the board. Finally, Firedup Gaming coming live in this matchup. 1-7. Marcus Gaming, well, this one was very weird. I'm not really sure how did he not... Robin was out of the smoke there, on towards the B. And he somehow stayed alive. I have no idea what happened there, to be honest.
He might have just tucked away slightly through there. Or maybe even the Molotov that was there might have blocked off some vision. The game could be finicky sometimes with these pixels. That happens. Long barrel dry through mid. It flash out, but it didn't hit. That was nothing but straight gas on the end of that barrel. At the same time, Kara now looking to pick this up. Excellent movement to escape there from Robin. Long barrel still doing quite a lot of damage, but Champ goes down in the meantime. Long barrel sprays down Xanteras. Trades from both sides leads us into a 3 versus 3, but now Reaper Monster with his M4. Look how much damage is done to the rest of these players. He's able to spray down Kara. The rest going to follow in soon. Not able to find a second one, but Robin able to make this a 1 versus 2.
Did he switch out weapons? No, he didn't. He's going to be sick on the plant. There you go. Now, time's against them. So, oh, the positioning is good. The positioning is good. He missed a shot. Now, this is going to be just scary. Both of them are just going to be running onto him. He does manage to get one. Can he get the second one? Almost, but Nick Ace drops him with the AK. They get the second. That was very close in the end as well. He would have hit that shot, and that would have been the end. That would have been a clutch.
Would have been a big clutch too, but for Fired Up, I mean, it's time to kind of stay true to your name and use these rounds to get fired up, because this game so far has not been in your favor whatsoever. You look back there at the replay, lovely just peek out there to bait and switch into that gunfight. They finally put a stop to Marcos Gaming's success, even broken the economy a little bit. We're just going to be stuck at a MAC 10. AKs across the board for the rest of them, but low on utility.
That's the most important thing, the utilities, right? Marcus Gaming, they've been using these utilities to make their way into the side first and then, defend the bomb plant as well. And now they're out of it. They're almost out of it. They still have 5 smokes to work with, but not a lot of flashes to go with that. And another Molly.
Smokes.
Nope.
Gotta be impactful.
They're just making sure. 3 players on B, though, coming up from Firedup Gaming, including the AWP.
And it's a 2-2 over towards A, so literally going to split down the middle between both these teams. They're going to take a swing over towards B. The moment immediately backs up and disengages. Bomb still tip of the spear for Marcos Gaming. As they drop that second smoke, it should give away that this is a rotation. I'd like to see Firedup Gaming read this fast. It's going to be a 5 versus 2 on site. And no, these 3 players of Firedup Gaming, they are nowhere near this.
Pushing in. They do have a man advantage. There's one in the smoke. They do not realize that, but now they get the information. The champ is still lurking in. 4 versus 4. He has to be really careful here. The AKs, they could be deadly, but no one's making a move. 20 seconds on the clock. Once again, down on the timer as Champ. He gets taken out. The MAC-10 immediately traded for the M4 Ibanez. Bombs down. 45 seconds on the clock. It's a 3v4.
I mean, Champ did as much as he could there. Just to stay alive, tiptoe his way around that smoke. Try to finesse for another kill, but it did burn that time down a long time before that bomb got planted. It's just Firedup Gaming because they were late to the rotation back over towards A. They couldn't make their way through arches. They couldn't push into library. They had no information on these Marcos Gaming players, so it's too important to give up these rifles. Marcos Gaming, they know that this is still close in economic value, so looks like they're going to take one last chance at these rifles. Nick Case gets 3 players there, and I don't know how I feel about that play from Marcos Gaming. I mean, they're still going to have plenty of money going into the next round, but for the rounds to come after that one, Firedup Gaming might be quite the impactful round. Now, though, however, Edge, I mean, Marcos Gaming have solidified themselves an advantage that they have.
They once again got that momentum back in their favor. I mean, Fired Up, they were just about to build that momentum, about to ride the train, but then Marcos was like, you know what? We have other plans. And now that's shifting pace yet again. I love this. They're going towards A quite fast as well, but in the meanwhile, they're making sure that they show their presence towards Banana to make sure that Fired Up Gaming are confused a little. Right? There's still 3 towards Banana, 3 towards B, I'm sorry, and 2 towards A, who are in a very weird position that if one flash comes, both of them might actually go down. One good flash, that is.
Well, we haven't seen this yet from Fired Up Gaming. Close contact from Reaper Monster. They have yet to put pressure onto Banana. They've been giving it up for the past 11 rounds, past 10 rounds, but now McGills gets blindsided from the fact. The follow-up will he be here? Can they get anything more out of it? Marcos Gaming chasing this player onto site. Where's the help coming from? Smoked off is construction. Reaper Monster gets run down. That's site control for Marcos.
You get it for free now. Yup, still in play. They do have a smoke to work with and 2 grenades, so they can clear out the corners. But how do you go for this retake? They've already come close. Robin has to get one here. Falter is in a really good spot. Long barrel goes for the trades and Terrasticks on Robin, and that's the call for the save. As they do need the op, but can he save it? The answer is no, as the Falter blows his head off. Marcos Gaming. 9-2 now.
It's such an excellent call to push through Banana. Take that pressure. Take that early gunfight engagement for Reaper Monster. But the fact that Robin falls off so early from that fact, you need that third player there just to give you a little bit extra insurance on that round. It would have been such a different play if Robin was there for those early engagements, but now broken yet again into round number 2. M4 is going to be bought in. Long barrel looking for a little bit abs control. Zero Cool waiting for the aggression, and well, it's going to be gifted to him. Wrapped in a bow. First kill of the round.
Taking it slow this time around once again. Okay, still holding.
No way.
I am not sure. Did he see him? I feel like maybe 1 pixel, like before the smoke actually deployed. He might have spotted him there, but Zero Cool, he knows now. He did get spotted. Gets taken down by a goddamn 5-7 at that range. Wait, what?
Wait. 2 versus
Jack?
2?
Wait, how?
Somehow. Zero Cool's on 36 HP. Hold on. Okay, let's take a second. Let's evaluate what's going on here. Zero Cool is going to get some bad timing onto Reaper Monster. This round has somehow evaded Marcos Gaming. Fired up off of Champ in a 5-7. have managed to stabilize here, and Ryder with the bomb. Robin's going to hear the plants. Audio cue is going to give it away. Right around the corner. If Ryder finds his skill, suddenly it becomes doable yet again. Reaper Monster's nowhere close to this one. He's rotating all the way through that CT spawn. 10 HP for Ryder. All the way over towards construction. He's going to drop that smoke. Look to get aggressive through it. 10 HP on both sides. 1 versus 1 for the bomb plant. Reaper Monster doesn't have a kit. So he's got to go. He's got to go now. And Ryder's just going to drop the smoke. Blocking themselves, separating each other from this, letting the time drain away. And Ryder has played this perfectly. There's no time for the defuse, no matter how close it was. What a great round from Ryder.
Oh my god. I mean, first of all, how was it a 2 versus 2? And secondly, come on. At the end, it's a 1v1. You have a major HP advantage. You have a major advantage there, but you still somehow misplay it. It's just the pressure getting to them at this point. Firedup Gaming, 2, Marcus. They hit the double digit. And now they're making their way towards Banana yet again, making sure that they get the control. Kara kicks down long barrel casually. How? How did he find that kill so early into the round towards mid? And another!
Wow, Kara is heavy.
Oh, he's fired up
right now. Yeah, he's fired up against Firedup Gaming. At the moment, it is macro plays from Marcos Gaming. In the grand scheme of things, they are just bullying their way through Inferno. No way back into the site for Firedup Gaming with these 2 rifles heading into round 14. They don't want to give them up at all. And with how rich Marcos Gaming are going to be towards the end of this half, they could give up a few of those rifles, give up a few of those kills, but no more than this. Robin, what is he cooking here? Is he just going to stick back here? He lives through this, right?
I think so, yeah. I mean, he definitely will.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he has full point though. He's going to be saving
Kara
whatever
finds the bomb.
he could. He wouldn't mind, once again. Why would he mind? He did his job. 2 early kills. And also, the bank, well, they can work around that. It's fine. We're heading down to the 14th round now. Marcus already having 11 of those W's. If they get 2 more, if they get 1 more. I mean, they don't actually need any more rounds in this half. They already got what they came for. 11 in the first half here. Come on.
Apps control for Firedup Gaming again. I mean, we've seen this in past rounds, but it hasn't really led to success. I mean, even when they did find that success in that second round that they have accomplished, it's Long Barrel who kind of forces that success with some amazing gunfights, but nowadays he's just going to get picked by that op. Marcos Gaming looking to follow up off of it. Kara sprays through the smoke. There is somebody there, but just around the corner, so no damage done to Nick Ace through that engagement. Champ just going to back up and play close left on that bomb site. Marcos slowly working their way into this. Yeah, I like this. Even though Marcos Gaming are up to 11 rounds in this half, you still don't see them getting ahead of themselves at all. They're still so patient to the fact that Firedup Gaming might be looking to pull a fast one.
That's why they're the best right now. That's why they... Oh, is that... That's a failed smoke, isn't it? Unfortunate. But yeah, Marcos Gaming, once again, as you said, they are making sure that they do what they want to do. They're not playing into Firedup Gaming's cards. They're making sure that they play the game on their terms. And right now, they're making their way into the site, crunching down the time as they always love to. Girls casually running in. Gets one. There's one more in the smoke. He's completely stuck with the bomb. Somehow manages to go down. Champ gets one. Still on the side, but it's very... Yep, there you go. He's very cornered there. He has nothing. He could have done nothing there.
What's a 2-player flank from Firedup Gaming in a 2 versus 4? Kit for Robin, but first you got to get those kills. Reaper Monster's going to get beheaded by Ryder. And now it's all down to Robin, but Xanteris quickly sweeps it under the rug. 17 kills, 4-0 cool from what it looks like towards the end of that. But look at this confidence stemming from Marcos Gaming. They have nothing holding them back. Champ's doing his best to just stay alive, and nobody to help him, nobody to hold off this oncoming traffic from Marcos Gaming. It just seems like, you know, Firedup Gaming, they don't feel comfortable holding these aggressive angles, and eventually, you know, even though they take them early on into the rounds, they're so quick to give them up.
Well, once again, going back to the question I have in my head, Seymour, why no timeouts here? Like, come on, it's 2-12. It's 2-12, and this is your, you know, most important game in this tournament so far. I have not seen... I mean, yeah, we did have a technical timeout, but once again, that is not what I'm talking about. We have not seen something different. Marcos Gaming, they've tried to do multiple things, right? You see the change of strats every once in a while, like 2-3 rounds, and they keep changing what they're doing, changing the pace as well. But for the side of Firedup Gaming, they are kind of playing textbook. They are just playing default, is what I feel like. Champ got a very nasty shot, I feel like, through the flash. But yeah, there you go. Just as I was saying, the Marcos Gaming are trying to do something different every round. Well, this time it didn't work out. Or did it?
Gonna get a freebie. I mean, okay, no way. If he got that second one, I was ready to, you know, listen to what he had to say. But Fired Up Gaming are going to end on a high note with a round victory towards 15th. It is 3-12 as we swap sides, and a much-needed third round for Fired Up Gaming. But if they want to take this best of one, where you and I, going into this, I mean, we even talked about it. We said this has all the makings for an overtime game. With the experience Fired Up Gaming has together, the synergy that they've built, and the newly formed, I guess,
Great start to the round, Bell. He will get traded out there by Champ. But Ryder is very low as well, so he has to be careful. But as you said, if Firedup Gaming wants to make a comeback, now is the time. Starting with the pistol is going to be very crucial. Did Kara just get dinked by... No, he's not his teammate. Defaulter is still making sure that he gets that kill. It's a 1-2 versus 3 with Ryder being very low. Where's the other player? On the side, Sam gets one. The diffuser, he gets taken out. But there's still a kid on the side. If Sam gets taken down, things could go south here. But it's a 1v1 and Robin, well, he's not going to lose this. I don't think this is going to be lost here. He's taking it. Oh no. Oh no, that was so close.
They get it. Okay, so pistol round for Fired Up Gaming is, I guess, step one of our, 9-step program to fighting yourself back into a tied game. I just, where do you go from here? So going into the bonus, you got that bomb plan. Marcos Gaming, I mean, they got plenty of kills towards the end of that too, so I wouldn't be surprised to see them force a little bit up here. So yeah, you see MP9s in the hands of Zero Cool and McGill. Scout for Ryder already tagging up a couple of these players. Fired Up Gaming, I mean, if they want to start this comeback, this has got to be a clean anti-eco.
I mean, yeah, for sure. They have to make sure that they keep all their rifles as well. I mean, all of them got rifles. No players going for SMGs here to build up the bank. All of them more focused on, getting the round rather than the economy at this point, and which makes sense because they are pretty much on the verge of losing the game. 4-12, and it's going to be an A-head, looks like it. But, oh no, that's one gone. Ryder, he does not hit this shot this time around. Reaper Monster, he gets taken down as well as Kara traded out. Galil did get retrieved. That's one more. Has to be really careful as Zero Cool. He's still on site. He's going to go for the reload. Flash is now coming in. They can't lose this. Not this way.
Champ doing his best to keep the team alive. Bomb yet to go down. Robin still just waiting for a chance to enter in on this one. Somebody's going to be close left. Champ has all the information that you could ask for. McGill's going to get caught through the smoke. They should know where this last player is. Yeah, Champ is going to pick him off. So, 5th round for Fired Up Gaming. Didn't get the plants at the end of it. But not as clean an anti-eco as I was hoping to see. Fantastic for Marcos Gaming to just cut down a few of these rifles.
That's 3 rifles gone again. Causing a dent, but not a big one. I mean, yeah, they are not going to be having a lot of utilities on Reaper Monster, but... Oh, look at Marcus. They're not buying this one. They're going for another eco here. This time, a much more sensible play here coming in. Rob, oh, just as a sensible man. Come on. Ryder gets his head blown out for Robin. 2-second mid, and long barrel also takes one more down. It's all over. This round is pretty much gonna be an easy one. They just gotta make sure that they don't lose any rifle, not even one this time around.
No
Should I
way.
just
No
stop
way.
talking?
Oh, the caster curse, Edge. The caster curse.
Oh god. They're not gonna
Planting
be
over
happy with
towards
that.
A. I mean, okay. Now they shouldn't lose any rifles. But for Marcos, they have an AK and a Galil now. So, Firedup Gaming, somebody's got to go take these out of their hands. You can see them. They are collapsing onto the positions. Long Barrel's going to nade out over towards construction. AK's watching Coffin. McGill's going to be here. Marcos Gaming a little bit backed up onto site now, so will they be able to take these rifles to the next round? There is absolutely no way that this is happening. The lineup for McGill's, Long Barrel, he needs to get this kill. No ifs, and or buts. You cannot allow this damage to go unchecked. Wow, what a round there from Marcos Gaming to get that done. I might sound like I'm furious, but I'm not. I'm just so surprised that this is happening every single time we see it.
Marcus Gaming, they're stepping up every single time. I think they expected a similar, a similar crossfire to what they were playing Firedup Gaming on towards the B side, but this time it was a very unique one. One towards backside, one towards construction area. And the AWP now coming in, does not hit the shot, but now the terrorists, they know there is an AWP in play. Champ, unfortunately, has to go stick to a Mag 10 this time around. Not a lot of utilities to work with for Firedup Gaming, so this round, Marcos Gaming.
Zero Cool's able to reposition before that Molotov drops, so they won't hear the tick of damage, or a tick of damage. They will, however, hear the drop, so Zero Cool's going to drop that Molotov at the feet of Champ. A little bit of damage done for the Mac 10 player. Just waiting for their chance to jump on this opportunity here. Fired Up Gaming. Looks like they're cooking up a little bit of aggression over towards... Hey, but Defaulter's going to be able to catch that player. A little bit of gap in the smoke, it seemed. And another kill, too, from 0 kills. So that whole play towards A shut down. And now Robin has to be so careful of his next move.
Now it's not like something incredible done by Marcos Gaming. It was just a minor misplay from Firedup Gaming. And Marcos, well, they take advantage of that. And there you go now. The trades come in yet again. B is where the play is going to be as Robin hits
Bombs down.
a nasty shot.
And now
It's over.
gonna stay
Yet
down.
again.
Reaper Monster. Okay, 1. 2 players left. The Op's going to be watching it. Just looking for that headshot. Nothing's going to land. Quick little movement from Marcos Gaming side to side. And that 13th round going to be acquired.
The minor gap there, as you said.
Yeah, that small little gap that Defaulter had.
You've got to give it to Marcos Gaming as well. Once again, as you said, they're not being overconfident. They're still making sure that they secure the rounds, making sure that they respect the game. Because, anything can happen. Those AK's random sprays could hit you. This time it's going to be a very weird buy. A forced buy, nevertheless. Galil coming into play. And, 1 Tech 9 and 3 Deagles. Very desperate buy. Oh. 1.
Maybe 2. They're just lined
Could be
up. They're
more.
ready. It's like lambs to the slaughter over towards the B site. Molotov lands nothing. Reaper Monster, maybe a little bit of damage, actually. They want this site. They're going to take it. I mean, they still have numbers for the site, but as soon as McGill's rotates over here, there will be a little bit of an extra body to wash this one off. And yeah, they're just going to get picked up one by one.
No
Clean.
kills from Marcos Gaming. Or on to Marcos Gaming. Yeah, clean round for sure.
Very clean coming in. I mean, the repositioning from Ryder, I really love that. Now, last time Firedup Gaming, they were expecting this crossfire, but they didn't have it. So I'm pretty sure Firedup was like, you know what, there's going to be just one in the backside, but this time, well, there were two. And 14 round on the board for the side of Marcos Gaming as Fired Up. Once again, another force. I feel like they're just rushing the game right from the start, right? Right from the start, we have not seen a single timeout, so they don't have a clear mindset. They don't know what exactly needs to be done here, is what I feel like. But in the side of Marcos Gaming, they know exactly what they need to do in what round. They're coming into this game with a perfect game plan.
Perfect game plan, perfect execution onto that plan, and success heading into the playoffs. I feel like if there was anything to really kind of set a precedent heading into the playoffs, to leave God's reign shaking in their boots, it's a game like this for Marcos Gaming. In the long-anticipated battle that we are waiting for, Marcos Gaming wanting that match versus God Reign, wanting to shoot for the stars here in this Pro League. And man, are they making it look good. Zero Cool on 21 kills. Ryder on 20 kills. So much here. So much, oppression from Marcos Gaming Edge.
They feel like they're in, it feels like all these players are in very good sync. They all are stepping up, and you can see the confidence as well now. McGill's sticking to the FAMAS, even though they have a lot of money, even though they're on match point, they're sticking to that weapon of choice. McGill's just having fun at this point. Long barrel, burned to a crisp.
The hopes and dreams of Firedup Gaming starting to weather out. This could be it. Lots of damage done, so Marcos Gaming not the healthiest when it does come down to HP. Robin Scout could do quite a lot of work now throughout this, and if they're not careful, Champ working through apps could catch a few players lacking. Some timing has been found from Zero Cool all the way down through middle, so over towards Banana. The flank is going to begin. Nice read on the Champ, picking away at them. Zero Cool just counting up the frags, ending on 24. Marcos Gaming, a statement made on Inferno, as they're going to take that top seed out of Group A.
What a game. I was expecting another overtime, to be honest, but this was a one-sided affair. Firedup Gaming had no chance whatsoever going in. I mean, going into this one, yes, but as soon as the game started, the game was pretty much ended for the side of Firedup Gaming with the way the Marcos Gaming started off. But my question still remains the same. Why no timeouts? Like, not even a single one going till the end. Or were they just, happy that they qualified and they were just making sure that they don't give away any strats moving on further? That could be.
Could be.
I mean, but it's the upper seed, right? You want it.
It's just the fact that now for Firedup Gaming, going into the playoffs, yeah, if that's the case, you've given up no strategy, you haven't taken those timeouts, you haven't really given away too much, but you're going into a game against God Reign, so you better hope that those strategies are God sent in its own right. Because Marcos Gaming, they look just fantastic there, even though there were no timeouts from from Firedup Gaming going towards the later ends of that Inferno map. I would still say that it didn't matter. No matter what they did, no matter what strategies they were throwing at Marcos Gaming, somebody always stopped it. There was a little bit of a run towards that second half at the start off of that pistol round success, but as soon as they got those rifles in the hand, as soon as they restabilized in that half, it was nothing but Marcos Gaming throughout that Inferno. Nothing ever looked like it was out of their hands.
Yeah, they were just fabulous. They were fantastic, right off the bat, as I said. Even on the eco rounds, right? I mean, the start as well. They made sure that they at least did some damage, making sure that they don't lose players, but at the same time, get as many kills as they can. Deal damage at least, so they have to invest in that Kevlar and helmet, making sure that the utilities were, invested as well as from the opponents as well. They're making sure that the opponents waste... let's call it a waste, because one flash and you could see like 3 smokes and a couple of Molotovs just running towards you. So if one flash can do that, come on, Firedup Gaming, you need to switch things up moving on further. Now, once again, both these teams have qualified, but you need to be in your A game now since it's the top 4. You're going to be facing off against God's Reign here. That is going to be an uphill battle for sure.
Yeah, and then, that's going to lead us into our Legend stage now, and our semifinalists are set in Stone Edge. They're going to be more excited. Our top 4 are Marcos Gaming, Firedup Gaming, God's Reign, and LOT Gaming, all going to be able to top off these group stages and move on forward now for a little bit of that prize pool that we were talking about, the 40,000 rupees or the 100,000 rupees broken in down towards those top 4 placements. Now you're in the money for this. So Fired Up Gaming, it might not be the best showcase on Inferno, but you've made it into the money. You've guaranteed yourself 15,000 rupees. And I'd say that is a fantastic end to, towards that group stages. It's a fantastic accomplishment for the team.
Yeah, I mean, as well as the status, right? I mean, now you are not only in for the money, but also at the same time you want to make sure that you're if you're an veteran like Fired Up Gaming, now you've been taken down by the newer teams like Marcos, who have been recently formed. I wouldn't call them new players, but it's a team that has been recently formed. So Fired Up Gaming, this is a time for them to showcase their skills, to show who they really are, the veteranship and the skills coming in. But at the same time, teams like Marcos, God's Reign, relatively newly formed teams, it's time for them to shine as well. This is going to be the perfect stage setup. Top 4 teams: Marcos, Fired Up, God's Reign, and LOT. I'm so excited to see what happens here.
Me too, my friend. We can take a look at the scoreboard for that Inferno too. Take a look at Marcos Gaming and a few of these players I do want to highlight going into it. I'll start with Fired Up though for a second, because going into this game, I was expecting a little bit more from certain players. Long Barrel and Robin, they were putting up a lot of consistency across this map. Champ, who stepped in as a substitute, looked great for Fired Up Gaming. I can't wait to see more of this team. But for Reaper Monster and Nick Ace, there's a lot to be desired from Fired Up, and I hope that they take this little break going into the Legend stage to talk amongst each other, figure out some new strategies, and see how they want to execute against God's Reign when they do match up against that top team coming out of Group B. But to talk about Marcos Gaming and how impressed I am from this squad, I mean, Zero Cool in general, who last time I saw Marcos Gaming, he wasn't really my standout player. I'd say Defaulter and McGills were really the standout last time I saw this team. But to see Ryder and Zero Cool top off the slaying aspect for Marcos towards the end of this game shows me that there's a lot in the arsenal that is this Marcos Gaming team.
For sure. But as you said, Fired Up Gaming, if you take a look at the scoreboard, right, it doesn't feel like it's a 16-6 game, because the scores are not that far apart. I mean, the number of kills at least. So yeah, it kind of feels like, Fired Up Gaming would have been it feels like it was a close match, 16-10, 16-11. But yeah, a lot of exit frags there coming in as well, and just a lot of save rounds as well coming in from both of these teams. Very smart moves, I feel like. Marcos Gaming, it was just one of those days where they, whatever they did, it's right? You did see a couple of shots there running in through the smoke as well. Beautiful grenades, beautiful utility usage. And I'm not really sure who the IGL is, but the calling was on point, if you ask me. Those rotations were great. And the weapons as well. Ryder with the AWP in the attack. Come on. He was hitting the shots. He was going in for the clutches. He was not scared to go for the entry as well with that AWP. And if you have someone like that on your team, well, you are blessed.
Oh yeah, the quick draw op player always putting on a show for us here inside the casting booth. But that's going to be it for our second best of one. Our top 4 are set in stone, like I said. It's going to be Marcos Gaming, Fired Up Gaming, God's Reign, and LOT tomorrow, or LOT. So looking forward to seeing them when we do get into our semifinals coming up later on down the week. It's fantastic group stages, Edge. Fantastic cast with you, man. I do want to give a quick shout out to our partners and our sponsors for this stream, because it wouldn't be possible without them. Our media partner, AFK Gaming, radio partner, My FM, community partner, Clan streaming partner Gio Games Watch, and smart lock screen partner Glance, because without them this couldn't be possible. And show some extra love to Clan as well, because they are giving away some Clan coins throughout a lot of these streams, which you yourself as a viewer can earn. So if you pay attention to the streams, I think if you comment your favorite team as well as your clan username, you have a chance to win these giveaways and a little bit extra clan coins for yourself to walk away with while watching these streams. And going forward, Edge, I mean, I just can't wait to see this playoff start up. Any finishing thoughts from yourself?
My only let's say wish would be, I'm hoping to see a little less Inferno and maybe a little more other maps, you know, maybe like an Ancient maybe coming into picture. I do want to see a couple more Mirage plays, to be honest. I mean, yeah, once again, it is a very old map. It has been there forever now, but I do want to see how these teams are adapting, how these teams are coming up with something new. Do they even have something new on Mirage? Because
yeah,
I mean, at one point, I only used to play Mirage because my PC doesn't support. So I pretty much feel like it has been so long since I've seen something new on Mirage, bottom line.
Yeah, I'd love to see some map diversity too. I mean, we got a couple overpasses. We got a nuke, but the rest of that, it was just Inferno.
Oh,
so,
it's just me? The 3 days I was here, I mean, 3 maps I was here, it was just Inferno, bro. Come on.
It's you and Low Res Chicken. I mean, the two of you, I think, only casted Inferno. Time to Light and I, we got nuke and overpass. I mean, I'm sorry I had to put up with Inferno so many times, but I'm looking forward to the semifinals. I'm looking to see if who's going to change. Can somebody upset God's Reign? Can Marcos Gaming be taken down? Can the underdogs prevail? You guys are going to have to just wait and find out, and tune in here. Show some love to Blink Entertainment for putting this all on and showcasing some of the best we have inside of our Indian CSGO teams. Now, for that's going to be the end of the stream. Can't wait to see you guys when we get to our Legend stage. We'll see you there. Have fun and take care. Have a good night.
When I'm up through the night, I can't turn down the noise, tear all the worries out of my mind. About who I'm supposed to be, I start to believe I can't get it right. Remember the days I let slip away, they were simpler times. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Maybe my compass was wrong, and I'm still on my way closer each day to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes it don't last that long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I'll bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. Child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I'll bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. Girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon, and I end up alone. I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you're Hollywood perfect. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you're Hollywood perfect.
Yeah, I'm on my way home. I'm no good for you, so I drive around Manhattan. They're all laughing, oh, I'm tragic. Yeah, I'm driving in my car and seeing open, but I can't go down that road again. I'll smoke a cigarette, but will that help me forget